Hey, at least we all said Wednesday this time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'd lie if I said I wasn't tempted.
Go ahead. That Mr. Mwangi thing, because we don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Pathfinder Society, the Black Waters. So, as per is tradition for the Pathfinder Society, you were all given a job, not necessarily because you know each other, though that plays a part in it. It's largely because you happened to be at the society when the job came in and they needed people to fill it. So you're sent to the home of Venture Captain Drandel Drengy. He is in Absalom itself. When you come near his house, he's already kind of sitting on a chair on the outside, and he's like, holds up his hands. Welcome, everybody. Come in, come in. I heard you're the ones for the job, correct? You most likely have identification of some kind for Pathfinder Society.
That is us.
Come in, come in. He's a very short and stout, hardy-looking, older paladin man with graying hair, a big, thick, bushy mustache. As he brings you in, you see him just kind of knocking over a bunch of like walking sticks, umbrellas, and everything as he pulls this matted map and unfurls it on a butcher block kind of table. Do any of you know the district, the abandoned district over by known by the name of Beldrin's Bluff?
Do I know that? I could do a roll.
Yeah, you can do a knowledge roll, knowledge local, or knowledge history.
The feat I got was an elf feat I thought was very applicable, called Breath of Knowledge. If you're 100 years or older, which I'm a time traveler, I get a +2 on all knowledge rolls and on all professions. Because I've done it. Low roll, but 18.
Yeah, it's not that hard to figure out. Anyone who's been in Absalom more than a couple years kind of know a story. About 10 years ago, a quake happened that tore the land of Beldrin's Bluff, and most of it fell into the seas, taking a lot of citizens with it.
Right, I remember. I was there for that.
Yeah, it was a bad time. Bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's really just he's like a weathered crag of a rock at this point by the edge of the sea. When the quake hit about 10 years ago, the whole thing went over, and it was just a terrible thing. And he talks about how it was a very common area for nobles, specifically, to kind of just hang out and frequent because it was right next to the elite academy known as the Tri Towers Yard. And while that remained on the mainland and didn't fall into the sea, the whole thing sank into the earth. And from all accounts, all the children that were there at the time perished.
How horrible.
Yes, today is just a crumbled stone walls and weed-filled lots where gentlemen clubs were once, and he just kind of takes a drink of a smoke of his pipe. He's like, I remembered being there and hobnobbing with the lords. Anyway, he gets back on track before he reminisces.
Yes, I was mostly just knobbing.
God damn it, God, that took me off for out there for a second. Anyway, the drown yards, or whatever they call it nowadays, lies behind a fence of iron black pikes, constructed by the families of the dead to discourage trespassers. I mean, even our respected archaeological groups have been denied official access. We've been itching to explore the site ever since the quake. At least ever since we discovered that the school fell through the roof of an apparently lost necropolis. But be that as it may, a lot of the emotional trauma attached to the school is pretty fresh still, even after 10 years. And while the 10 years of mourning and the politically connected families of the dead students have finally sanctioned a delve request. He looks at you all with kind of a big toothy grin. I'm pleased to announce that a lot of you are those that have been selected for the delve. I want you to find a way into the necropolis and document your findings with as much professional detail as you can muster. And any recovery of artifacts for historical significance would also be good. The society itself is interested in actually one particular artifact. It's a finger that fits upon 2 rings, topped with a ruby salamander.
You beat that? It was
Mhm.
a ring
finger
with a
that fits
ruby
on.
and a thumb.
Yeah,
So
it's a
it's a ring-
2-ringed finger, or 2-fingered ring. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
clarify that. I was trying to
very-
picture what
topped
a,
with
what
a ruby
a
salamander.
2-ring finger like. So it's just really bigger.
No, it's like one of those ones.
Yeah.
It would fit on like
Yeah.
the ring and pinky finger.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got what you mean now. But
So we're looking for a double ring, not a novelty finger.
Mhm.
Correct.
Does this open gateways like Doctor Strange? Is that what we're looking for?
Well, I don't know what it opens. It's just I don't think it opens anything. It's just a ring of historical significance that we know was in the area when the place sunk. I believe it was in the school itself, but we don't have too much. It was actually a ring that belonged to a young cat burglar by the name of Horace that became renowned years ago as a information broker and art collector. Truth be told, we're actually looking to find this ring so we can use it to as a divine focus to find this dead thief's fabled hoard.
Mm. Where are
So
they
not
secret
entirely
placed?
altruistic, but you know, it is what it is.
I see. How did the thief die?
I believe it was an art theft gone wrong, if I remember correctly.
Good, so they haven't found the evidence. I mean, one. I see. Good to know.
That's what. What makes this ring so special, other than using it as a focus? Said that there's a
Oh.
lizard carved upon it.
Yeah, it's emblazed with a ruby salamander. Um, and sorry, the it was a gift. It was a item that was on the thief when he was caught during his burglary attempt back in the day from the merchant that he was trying to steal from. Had cut it off of his hand before he had died, and I believe it had changed hands since then. But now that we know that the last known location was at the school before it sank down, we're interested in seeing if you can find it. We don't know exactly if it has anything magical about it, but because it was so close to the person that is now dead, we're hoping to use it as a divination focus to find the locations that he frequented and hopefully find his hoard of stolen goods.
All right.
Shouldn't be too hard to find it in a school.
Um, if you have any questions about the area, or if you can find if you need anything to ask, the locals nearby the area are no end of gossip. If you need to find anything out that I don't know, it's hard to determine what's true and what's not. But you could start there. We don't exactly know how to get down into the necropolis. It's not exactly like the hole is still just fresh and open.
Do we know about how deep it is?
We don't. It's from what I know, I think it might be currently flooded. Because it is so close to the ocean. There might be a way down, there might not. We don't know for sure. That's going to be part of your job.
Hmm.
Any idea? Has there been any rumors of or indication of what might be down there as far as potential threats or local flora, fauna to be wary of, or is it just a complete unknown down there?
To be quite honest with you, I haven't checked with the locals. I don't really go that direction very often. Because currently, right now, out of character, you guys are about like the opposite direction of where the district you're going to is.
Right.
Mhm.
You're just at the guy who's like the venture captain. You're basically at his
Mm.
house because he had like the paperwork ready and everything to talk to you about it with.
Mhm.
And venture captains are very often like they do this for the love of the game, not really for a paycheck a lot of times.
Yep.
So he just kind of operates out of his house, and when you guys get the job, you were sent to him to talk to him directly. So
Yeah.
the information he's given you, he kind of realizes that that's about as much as he knows.
Mm.
It might be prudent to find out, maybe spend a couple days to find out anything you might be able to learn, but he himself doesn't have any more information. Oh, right. Before I forget, and he fishes through his waistcoat, pulling out a key. This is the key to the Drown Yard's gate. I do ask to remind you that it is a deeply personal site for many of the families here nearby, as you will be treading most likely upon the graves of their children. So try to not be too disrespectful of the area. Last thing we need is have another scandal in the society.
Of course, no more disrespect than usual.
Exactly. But yeah, other than that, he does invite you to dinner. He's like, I think I have a stew going from a couple days ago, back in the pot still. Probably just need some more carrots.
I think we're
That would be good.
Little light ale from tomorrow. I mean, this morning.
Just every now and then, Zudor walks through a hallway and comes out the opposite hallway, but then his clothes have changed.
Yeah, I got a tan now. Sits down at the table. You know, statistically speaking, a child has died literally everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Someone makes a spell to determine how many places people have died, and there's just this one spot that nobody has ever died in.
We could fix
Like,
that.
Weird.
A disturbing number is located in low orbit. I don't like to think about it.
Why is there so many deaths around this area, but this area is clean?
That's somehow worse.
But yeah, the lot of you are left to your own devices in terms of what you wish to do and how you wish to approach this. I will say before we go any further, you might want to look at your handouts for your factions.
Yep. I was going to give that a gander right now.
Seems to be an appropriate time for it. I think you all have access to your faction.
Yes, I am Taldor. I remember that.
Or he is Osirian. So
Okay, let me edit that for you to be on there. There you go. First Osirian character. Well,
yeah, the other Catfolk was one, and
yeah, I was gonna say other since the death anyway.
The two that have died so far, I think, were both, which bodes well.
Is it pronounced Assyrian or Osiren? I'm always so.
I'd say Osirian because it has two eyes,
Yeah.
and ION
Could be
usually ends like
Osirian.
that.
Yeah, it's.
The one that I have trouble with is the Kadira or Quadura or however the fuck you're supposed to say that one.
Yeah, there's some of the newer stuff in second edition. They start doing pronunciation guides at the start, and that's majorly helpful.
Mm-hmm.
It's why I now know that Tien Sha is pronounced that way, because their source book's like, this is how you pronounce it. Even
We
still,
know you're in trouble.
even so, the Mwangi Expanse one, even with the pronunciation guide, some of those are. Listen, I'm very Caucasian, and that's just some very African-sounding words, and I shame myself.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. I'm right there with you.
I do
Listen,
find it.
I still have trouble pronouncing Spanish words correctly. Okay.
I do love at the start of each one of those new books, they have like a how to use this book and stuff, and they're like talk about hey, Mwangi Expanse is different, not exotic, or Tian Sha, it may be based on Asia, but it's a lot more familiar than you think. But I was reading one recently that's the Shining Kingdoms, which is like Taldor and Iran, and that one they just said, listen, man, this is classic high fantasy. Kings, kingdoms, dragons, you know the shtick.
Mhm.
Don't overthink it. All right, reading this.
Yep, no worries.
Mhm.
Okay. A lot of words for a simple task.
I mean, isn't that kind of the nation? Or,
Yeah.
Well, or he's definitely taking him up on the offer of dinner because she has no pocket money at the moment.
I don't buy armor, so I have a lot of pocket money.
Hmm.
Yeah. The meal itself,
Mhm.
and despite the way he described it, it's really not bad. It just tastes like a stew that's been cooking an awful long time. So some of the food is a little bit more cooked than like normal.
Mhm.
But you guys have been at the Pathfinder Society probably for a while.
Mhm.
It's not the worst meal you've ever had or ever will have.
Mhm.
In fact, some of the iron rations you guys have probably had to survive on are a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
Imagine
like my-
hardtack with no extra water.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like my stew like I like my women, properly aged.
I thought you were about to say greasy. I'm like, whoa, we're learning something new about Zudor over here.
Listen, he's lived a long time through many centuries, not in a consecutive order. I think he's tried everything at this point.
Every
mean,
now and
there's-
then he blinks back to the timeline where he has a wife. It's like, oh, hi, honey.
Yeah.
How long have I been gone this time?
Listen, there's an entirely real possibility that when we get to Loki's Starfinder campaign, Dave is going to bite it because of a bad roll early, and you guys go into a bar and it's just an elf wizard doing space cocaine and joins your party.
And hey, that's okay.
Mhm.
It's only space cocaine.
Yeah.
At least it's not space fentanyl
Yeah. No,
or space
well,
heroin.
people are reading their thing. I saw the new the Mortal Kombat movie yesterday,
Mhm.
and I know because Loki and I talked about this before. Loki, you'd be pleased to know that Kano came back to life.
Okay.
That it was a fantastic scene how it happened. Quan Chi, the evil necromancer, raises him from the dead, and he gets up and he starts talking. And Katana's there. She's like, "Why isn't he a revenant like the other ones?" And he goes, "I couldn't do it. His lifestyle left too little of his soul to corrupt." And Kana goes, "Yeah, fucking loophole." He's literally too much of a bastard to raise as an evil version of himself.
I mean, hey, I guess that works.
I love it. That's the best sort of yada yada.
A spoiler for you for a movie that's 90% fight scenes and the plot
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
He betrays the bad guys to switch back to the good guys. I hope if they make a third one, he betrays the good guys to switch back to the bad guys, and he just keeps going. But his explanation was fantastic. Like, why do you want to help us win the Mortal Kombat tournament? He goes, "Have you seen Outworld? It's nothing but sand and fire and sad people. I don't want to live like that. I like air conditioning and beers and beach parties and threesomes and foursomes. I like Jack and Coke, or just Jack, or just some Coke."
I
Literally
mean,
just the best character.
he is the most authentic self, right?
Listen,
Like-
he's just
like-
trying to vibe.
Pure chaotic neutral. Like
It is very funny how at the end of the movie, when it's all done, they're like, now we're going to go into the nether realm and save the souls of our friends. And then Sonya's there, yeah, and when we're done, we're going to kill Kano. And Kano's right there, what? It's not intellectually enriching, but it is fun just to watch.
I mean, that's all I need, you know.
Yep. All right, I'm all studied up and ready to go.
Yep, I'm good to go.
Mhm.
So I assume you don't go that night. You probably go the next day after you return to rest at
Right.
the society.
Mhm.
You make your way to what was once known as Beldrin's Bluff, but is now known as the Precipice Quarter.
Mhm.
It's for the best way to describe it nowadays. It's considered a very quaint and tiny neighborhood. You see the most things that you see other than like the minor government buildings and a couple pleasure houses. You see maybe a few tea shops that try to survive since the nobility have kind of like moved out since that earthquake took half the district because they were worried that all their riches might sink into the sea as with the rest of it. And so what would you like to do? I don't want to like force you into a direction because there's not really a right or wrong answer at this point.
Is there any way, before we came here, I could have studied or in roleplay used time traveler knowledge or whatever, like roll a history or engineering or something to know about like the layout of how cities are built on top of each other, if there is an easy way down through the schoolhouse or not?
Mhm.
However we want to roleplay skin the knowledge roll.
Let me double check real quick before I just assume and let you in on information you shouldn't know, even with that roll.
Yep, fair enough.
Meanwhile, I'll probably be asking around.
I forgot I had profession gambler. That's funny.
So go ahead and roll me a knowledge engineering.
All right. 15?
15. So you wouldn't know exactly how it would operate, but if there was a necropolis, as they said, there's most likely some kind of way in there, especially since the entire place kind of went in and on itself. Whether it's easily accessible or isn't going to require digging, you're not quite sure. It could be anywhere. There could have been a door that just kind of left itself ajar after the thing fell in, or it could be that the entrance is buried somewhere. It's not. There's definitely going to be an entrance. There's going to be a way in. It's just how well preserved is it with the name like a necropolis.
Right.
Well, I guess I'll try to gather information about the place in the local district.
Yeah, go ahead and you can.
Diplomacy. Nope,
Yep.
got distracted.
Most of the stuff you hear is mostly just people saying their condolences, like, man, it's a shame what happened to all them kids. Every now and then you'll see a drunk being like, half of them are Asmodeus worshippers, fuck them.
Oh dear.
And just kind of kicking back. But other than that, you don't really get any information.
I think Tech would want to go to the, I guess, sinkhole just to kind of get an idea of how to access the necropolis from the top and just kind of see what he can. Like, do I need a shit ton of rope? Do we need, climber gear? Well, just
Yeah, no
assess the
worries.
situation from above.
Yep, give me 1 second. So yeah, if you're just gonna go take a look right now, Beldrin's Bluff, this direction, it starts going from like just a kind of a quiet, modest little town area to a more. As you go deeper in, it becomes more like a rotting ghost town on the edge of a hungry sea. You see the landscapes that have been long since left to rot. Things that used to be massive, like nobilities, gardens and stuff, kind of then left to overgrow on different paths as you're going down. You see seagulls as you get closer in, perched on timbers to kind of like watch you as you pass with their beady black eyes. Outside of the drown yard, you see a fence of black iron spikes around the about a block wide yard. Um, you see dead tree branches sticking out from the fence, like they've kind of like had time to grow around the fence, and like honestly, at this point, it kind of looks like a almost like a desperate like clawing to escape, like from the way the tree is shaped.
Hmm.
And you see a man inside actually cutting down some of the trees.
Mhm.
Some of the dismembered branches kind of remaining stuck to the iron of the gate.
And you said this is the area where the sinkhole is?
Yes, this is what's known as the drown yard. I actually will take you to a map that kind of has a small outline. They kind of
Mhm.
condensed everything about this into one little map, so you might have to zoom in a little bit right there on the top left.
Mhm.
Okay. So this is the drown yard?
Yeah, so it's implied that you're approaching towards from A. So like you're
Okay.
looking in this
And-
direction.
And the school was destroyed in the
Yes,
sinkhole.
the school used to be right around this area here. Like I don't know why they have buildings in the sinkhole area, but like if you go a little bit farther from where B is, like right this direction would be like where the school is. So it's like it would be like off camera from the map there. But
Mhm.
it's basically the spikes are kind of around this entire area of where the wetland area is, where it's and the buildings on the outskirts of it as well.
Let me see. Am I able to see the hole or so let me see if I'm understanding this correctly. So is it effectively a sinkhole where all that fell into like a deeper hole or
So
did it just
they,
flood out?
from what you heard, it was a sinkhole. But what you're
Mhm.
looking at now is basically just like a giant like pond slash puddle slash like swamp looking water
Mhm.
and a bunch of unkept land around said water, and then the
Mhm.
gate is around that. You don't actually see a sinkhole currently.
Okay, just a big body of water. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think feigning the, just happenstance wanderer, he would see the guy, preening the trees and just kind of ask, hey, why is this lake blocked off?
Huh? Oh, hello.
Hi.
He kind of like hops over to the gate and like kind of grabs. Like, oh, well, you see, this is the school grounds. We can't just have ne'er do wells walking through, so the gate's here to protect the kids.
Tech Bonnie would look around, I imagine, see no kids.
No, you don't see anyone but him.
Oh, where are the kids swimming?
Huh? Oh no, they're still here. They haven't come out in a while.
Mhm.
And sorry, who did you say you were?
Oh, so, I'm sorry. My name is Darius Marlishan. My daughter Cassiel attends this school. Um, you should see how much she's grown. She has such long, beautiful braids. Isn't aren't kids wonderful?
You said it's been a while since they've come out.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm here tending the grounds. Just cleaning up while I'm waiting for Cassie.
Uh, um, I'm gonna think out of character for a moment. Trying to think of how to sensitively navigate through this without. Let's see.
We tried
No,
being
you're fine.
innocent.
Um, trying to think. Do we get any information of like the teacher names or anything like that that might be in there?
You know that the school is called the Triard Towers, and that there was a necropolis that apparently it fell into. But you haven't gotten
Okay.
names other than that.
I got you.
Mhm.
I don't have a good bluff or anything like that, do I? No. We'll just, how long ago
Well-
has school let out? When would they
Oh, well, they're all very studious. They've been in class for quite a while now. Um, and he kind of just like thinks for a second. You see him like his brain trying to process something for a second, but then loses it. So anyway, what brings you to the school? Do you have a youngin that's going to enroll pretty soon?
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here. I was actually wondering if I'd be able to have access to the grounds to speak with the headmaster or the headmistress and just see what the school's all about. I mean, you give it the fact that they're as studious as you say. It seems worthwhile.
Give me a bluff check for that.
Yep. This is probably gonna go poorly, but let's do it. Boop. Hey, even with the -1.
It's like, oh well, the headmistress is currently out. But Mrs. Herricks is here. She's teaching a class currently. Do you want to come and ask her some questions? She might know anything you might need to know.
Uh,
Probably
let-
catch up at about that point.
Actually, while you're thinking about this, Loki,
yeah,
I'm
I was
actually
about
going to
to.
flash
Yep.
because there actually is something that happens during your conversing with the locals for Orhi.
Okay. Absolutely.
So yeah, Orhi, as you're like asking about you do like because I imagine you spend the better part at least of a couple hours asking around and talking to people.
Hmm.
It's around the end of hour one. A wagon kind of like stops, like not a wagon, sorry. Are they still called wagons? The carriage, sorry, carriage. I was trying to think of the word
Kind
that
of
was
a
escaping
wagon.
me. Kind of like a wagon, but more bougie.
No, just
A
a rich
carriage.
woman in the top of a red rider wagon.
But yeah, a carriage kind of stops for a minute, and you don't see the person inside of it. You see kind of a curtain, kind of inside, kind of open up a little bit, then close, and then it drives away. And it's around the time that you kind of started giving up about the asking questions that no one seemed to have the answers for. A well dressed servant of a clearly noble house comes up to you. He's like, "Hello, sir," and he has a like tray in his hand, even in the middle of the street, nowhere where he should have this kind of tray. It comes to my attention that you all are, or not you all, 'cause I think you're just by yourself currently. That you are from the society, yes?
Yes.
Quite. Here, I have a letter for you addressed to from my master. Opens like the clamshell and holds it out to you to grab the letter.
Okay. Yeah. Pick it up. What does it say? Yes.
Very good, sir. I will see you tonight. And he walks away as he leaves you with the letter. The letter itself, says, Hero of the Society, it has come to my attention that you and your cohorts were chosen by the noble Pathfinders to enter and explore what became of the Tri-Towers Yard. As my daughter Junia was lost there during the Great Quake, it seems only proper that you attend a banquet I am holding tomorrow in memory of her. You and your friends should wear your finest and arrive at the Declan estate in the Ivory District at sundown. As you are probably not accustomed to the traditions of nobles, not attending this dinner would be seen as a serious slight upon the memory of my daughter. Sincerely, Lady Miranda Delacane, or Declane.
Yeah. Never going to turn down free food in a party. Then she looks at her clothes like, well, these are my finest, so that'll do it. That's perfect. I guess I should find the other three. And just starts wandering aimlessly around the town looking for the other
And
three.
then fast forward to the scene where you say you walk back and you see Tekvani talking to the guy at the drown yards.
Oh, hey, elf. We're invited to free food by a
Oh.
noble person who knows someone who went to school here.
Okay, perfect. Tech would turn his attention back to the gentleman. First, I gotta run it by the missus real quick, but you you said it was who is currently there? The
Oh yes, Mrs. Herrick's.
Mrs. Herrick's. Okay.
Yeah, she's teaching a class. I'm sure if you want to come by some other day, she'll be more than happy to speak with you.
All right, I shall do so. Again, thank you so much for your help.
It was so nice to meet another parent. Have a great day. And he goes back and he begins to cut down some of the tree again, try to hack away some of the gnarled log.
Mhm. Or he gets uncomfortably close to the gate, staring at him for like a full minute in silence and looks back. He's not very good at groundskeeping, is he?
He's not the groundskeeper. He's a father waiting for his daughter to get out of school.
Ah,
So
probably a long wait then. Yes.
he
But
has
yes,
to
free
wait.
food. Come. Shows him the
Yeah,
note.
all right. Well, lead the way.
What about Zudor and Faldrick during this time? What were you two doing?
He would probably be asking around the local area about Grishan Maldris. Basically, he knows he's a student at a former student at the now collapsed academy, but he wants to know if he had like any kind of reputation. He's like,
Yeah.
pretending like he's bringing information back to family members, whatever.
Yep.
That they're curious about this area. To be a diplomacy or anything?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a diplomacy. It seems like you're asking around, so diplomacy seems the most likely.
Well, that's an 8.
Mm-hmm.
You eventually track down someone who, after a while, of someone saying that, oh yeah, old Jeff down by the docks, knew someone named Grishan. And as you eventually track down this man, he's like, Grishan. Is that the old lizard folk down by the library? He makes a mean sandwich.
Right.
And then
That's what I would
eventually
think, but-
you eventually track down that man, and it turns out his name is Grishan, but it's with an apostrophe, Grishan.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't
That's
turned out to
different
not be the one
Grishan.
you were looking for.
Well, I spend all day learning nothing.
What about Zudor? Does he do anything during the day?
Yeah, I was scrolling through items here, looking for something. That might vomit capsule. Hold on. What does that do?
You heard vomit capsule, and you're like, what does that do?
Yeah. No. Oh, I'm spending 12 golds to buy one of those real quick. Should be a good lark.
Oh, I see what it does. That's actually a really good item, like no lie.
Yep. I was trying to remember. There was something that was an alchemical item that would help you hold your breath longer, but I couldn't remember what it was, so it doesn't matter now.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it either.
Yeah. Let's see. How much is just some goggles? I'm gonna get goggles for everyone because I think we're gonna need a swim. Nah. There's only smoked goggles, just not diving goggles. I think Zudor will pick up.
I would count goggles as being like a like the same thing you would buy like when you're buying a tool for a job. You can use it to do the same thing for like a swim check.
All right. So let's see. How much would that be?
So whatever tools those would be costing, that would be the same for the goggles, I would say.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what like the price of toolkits are. Hold on.
That's what I'm googling too.
Yep. Diver's kit. That's a thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be quite all of that. So I would say this would probably then do like a +2 to swim checks. I would say so.
Yeah. Ooh, water. Yeah.
So it just would. I think it would just depend because those can go from a lot to nothing.
What do you think? Like 10 gold per person?
I'd say yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll deduct that. So I'll pick that up because I got the gold for it. And then I am going to continue my historical research into some of the building in this area by visiting a library to check any records of perhaps other if people built on this ground in the past, if anything fast. I don't know. Pathfinder is sometimes a little fuzzy on if it's like a real medieval fantasy in which people don't check anything, but then other times they have like actual survey logs and stuff.
Gotcha. I'll let you roll, but you do remember them saying that they haven't let anyone in to survey
That's
this,
right, yeah.
So it would be very high chance of finding nothing.
Okay. I have an idea I want to pitch to you then.
Gotcha. What's up?
No one's been let in to look around here, but people overtly sneak into places all the time because crime exists.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not the best at diplomacy or bluff, but I am a trained gambler. Can I get information out of someone by using profession gambler, but if I fail, I lose money?
Yes, but I will say, depending on how much money you ante,
Mhm.
is how much information I'll let you earn from this. So if
Okay.
you fail, you're going to lose more if you want better information.
How does 400 gold sound?
Oh yeah, you'll learn a lot of information. So I will say, because I imagine you're going to a gambling den,
Yes.
and
Alright.
so
Let me check something here. There's a reason why I'm a time wizard who gambles. Here we go.
foresight score. School.
Prescience. At the beginning of my turn, as a free action, I can roll a d20 at any point in my next turn. I can sub in the result. So I just want to effectively give myself advantage on gambling.
Gotcha.
We good to do that?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just roll twice. Make this easy. Natural 20.
Okay. In addition, roll me a perception.
Absolutely. I am going to get the shit kicked out of me and thrown out of this place. Is that +2 factored in? The +2 is factored in.
Okay. So first roll. So you do notice as you're gambling that the guy who's playing against you is trying to subtly stuff a card into his sleeve, and when you're able to, I'll let you decide how you handle that actually, instead of just assuming what you're gonna do.
Don't have good sleight of hand or anything like that. Let's see. Do I have a magical fun time? I don't think I have a fun trick for this.
Shame you can't turn the card into a swarm of bees.
Yeah. No, I was trying to see if I had some way to briefly rewind time to swap out his card with a bad card, so that way when he pulls out the fake card, he's like, wait, this is worse. I counter cheat.
You go
Well,
back,
I mean,
you get the card from him, go back in the past and play the very card that he is currently up his sleeve.
I will say, I don't want to discard that natural 20, so I will say you're gonna win regardless.
Yeah.
So we can say that that's how you fix that if we want to ad lib.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Yeah, realistically, from Zudor's perspective, he has played cards with this guy 8 consecutive times for the last 8 hours, but it has been the same, 30-minute match for everyone else.
And I'm just going to roll a flat luck check to see how well this guy does at gambling without the cheating. So, not well. So yeah, definitely the natural 20 would stand. Because even with the cheating, a 2 is a 2.
I get info and his wooden leg.
So as the guy's hobbling on one leg, He's like, okay, look, I don't know much about it, but we've had a few people try to, get a little bit of grease the fingers a little bit and get something from there. Most of the time, they're chased out by that crazy old man that practically lives there nowadays. But there was a guy that went down there, you see, and he wasn't able to get anything. And when he came out, he was claiming some kind of weird creature with a long tongue was trying to eat him. And he said something about some skeletons down there. But it's a necropolis. What are you gonna do?
It's a necropolis.
It's a necropolis. What you gonna do about it?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Very good information, as I pull money towards me with a wooden leg and a boot on top of it. Well, as I am dealing myself out, one more thing before I go, my good man. Tell me, where are the drugs going? Because I have on good authority I'm about to get a party invite later today, and that would be excellent.
Oh, you're talking about drugs. I can get you drugs.
Where can I get the good snurb, my good fellow?
Oh, you're a fancy lad. You want the snurb, huh? I think we can arrange something. Come on back to the back and we can have a good conversation. I will be needing that leg back, I'll have you know, though. We consider it a discounted rate.
We can consider a leasing plan.
You would be able to get snurb.
Yeah.
How much do you buy?
What's the rate?
Like, let's put it this way. How fun of a time is Zudor looking to have?
He's looking to get zooted.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm looking for an 8.2.
Okay. You get 15 uses of snurb.
Yeah. Adding that to
Yeah.
my sheet.
You all gather back together at the society at the end of the day, all having certain experiences.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I imagine you all relay information that you've gathered from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, it does appear there is, unsurprisingly, undead in the necropolis, but also some sort of creature with a long tongue. 1 second. Proceeds to finish rolling a joint. Also, there's an old man who hangs out by the gate that will viciously attack anyone who tries to enter.
Oh, I spoke to that man. I think I might have it in. At least an excuse to get in there where he won't attack.
Mm-hmm.
in theory.
Speaking through his chewing, he'd go, "You know, that old man wasn't lying. Grasham makes a great BLT."
Mm-hmm.
Just don't ask where he gets the bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have some?
Don't make
catch?
me
She
think
points
about
to
the
Snurb.
bacon.
I was
Would
gonna say,
anyone
you
like
know,
a hit?
that's-
Would anyone like a hit off this bong I made out of this guy's leg I won in gambling?
Hands up.
Very much.
Reducing
Let us
one
party.
dose.
Let us party for tomorrow. We have a party. She holds up the invitation.
I don't know why at some point in all these societies of me playing Zoodor, he went from a Doc Brown from Back to the Future stand-in to just time traveling space
Morty.
fantasy hedonist. But not like emotionally damaged Rick and
He's
Morty.
like Rick before he lost his wife.
Yeah, I'm just having a good time, man. I have seen myself die multiple times, yet I'm still here. Some of those were younger than me. I don't know how that works.
Sounds like them were quitters.
Interesting.
It's probably all that snurb.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, it's gonna be centuries before they figure out this gives you cancer.
I mean, how quickly?
You don't know what cancer is.
I don't know what it is, but it still
They're gonna give
sounds
it to you.
scary.
X gonna give it to you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, he's just curious how long he has to wait to find out.
But I do believe we have a fancy party to get to as well.
Yes.
It's not till tomorrow. Tomorrow evening at that.
Yes. So,
There's
what-
I think I would like to do some alchemical crafting, but I'm not gonna bog down the roleplay with it. So just whenever there's an opportunity.
oh, right, before I forget, I was distracted by my gambling winnings. Goggles for everyone. I reach into my big coat pocket and just throw goggles at everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
We'll be getting into some water, so there's some stuff that you don't want in eye. Pink eye is one thing, but green eye is worse.
So, yeah, you have basically a whole day until you go to the evening dinner the next day.
I
So
think
anything you would wish to do the next day, you probably have most of the day to do. So let me know if
think
you
the-
have anything.
only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 100 gold to buy 2 scrolls of expedient excavation in case we need to do some digging.
Gotcha.
I can pronounce word goodly.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, anyone else want to do anything before we jump into the roleplay?
do I have time to do any alchemical crafting?
Generally, there's not too much crafting, so it depends on what you're trying to make.
I think I'm just trying to make tanglefoot bag and I think some sneezing powder.
Let me see. Crap. I will say you'd probably have enough time to gather the materials to make one of those and make it before the dinner.
Okay, that'll go
Can I
with.
sense motive? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, can I sense motive this letter to see how likely it is this is some kind of trap?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a sense motive. Or you could also use the linguistics if you wish as well.
Hey, again!
Mm-hmm.
I have a +6 to this roll.
All you can really recognize, there's a lot of flourishes in this handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seems
Someone
like a
very
nice guy.
classically trained with writing.
Gonna amuse myself here because I've taken a couple hits, or he breaks into dance. If it had been terrible, she'd have knocked over a couple tables, but that's average. So,
Instead, she gets on top of one of the tables and starts dancing,
mm-hmm.
singing something about cat scratch fever. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna
Move
give the
over. Let me show you how
alchemical.
we do it in Andoran, baby.
That's not high enough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Man, Baldrick's busting a move.
Right.
That old halfling's got some moves.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's enough to craft either of those. So.
No,
I
I
think
think the DC is 25, so
Oh,
I
is
think
it?
yeah.
Oh,
Tanglefoot bags are gnarly, yeah.
okay, that's what it was. I remember there was a couple things that were only like DC 15, so Tanglefoot
Yeah.
must be
Yeah.
higher.
The crafting DCs in first edition are all over the place. They really centralized it in second.
Yeah.
So
Because there's some stuff that seems really strong that's
I say,
easy.
well, since it's that close with it, it's within 5. I'll say you didn't waste the materials,
okay.
so you can say that you have those materials, and if you don't have a chance to do it before the end of this, mini session, you can say that you can just have that for the next time we play.
Okay.
You'll have time to actually craft it properly.
And actually, Kenneth, when I craft as an alchemist, is it half the cost or a third the cost? I can't recall what it is for alchemist.
I want to say it's half the cost for
Half the
physical
cost, okay.
goods and a third for, or no, it's a third for physical goods and half for magic. So,
Okay. Okay, so I'll
Yeah.
deduct the gold now.
Okay, so you all are, I will say, as dressed up as you can be. I'll let you guys decide on what you're wearing for this party.
I would have dropped how much is a decent wardrobe? 50? 50 gold?
I think so. I think that's like the noble clothes is like 50.
I think it's like 15 up. You can always dump more money to be more.
Yeah, a
fancy.
noble's clothes is 75, but there's other different outfits that aren't that expensive.
Okay. I think I'll just spend 50 gold on just buying clothing to wear.
Yeah, that's fine. That's pretty presentable, especially for anyone who's considered like a commoner status. That'd be very much a nice outfit. Because like a dilettante I think is what they call it in this one. I was looking at the outfits. This like an inventor's one is only like 20 gold, and that's for like work stuff. So 50 is probably really good. Yeah, a peasant's outfit is 1 silver piece. So
Yep.
that's a very nice outfit.
Yeah, I don't think Zudor gets any different clothes, just his normal rumpled leather coat and
Yep, that's fine.
tie and stuff. He will give himself a prestidigitation.
Make sure it's all ironed out and clean.
Right, yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
even without the time travel, all these humans are like babies.
Stupid
Meanwhile, Ori's
babies.
just in the desert gear she came into town with. She has tried to make it look nicer, but you know.
And what about for Faldrick? Is he just going in his normal clothing?
Oh yeah, he's going in his commoner clothes.
Fair enough. So yeah, you all arrive at this estate that you were invited to. And even before you even get to the gate being opened, as you announce that you arrived and give the guard the letter and everything, even the fence itself is overly wrought and elaborate. When you eventually are let in, there is just there's like 3 different fountains, carefully landscaped garden. The house itself looks like it's been freshly cleaned on the outside, whether through magical means or otherwise. Inside, the furniture is gilded. You see painted ceilings, gold spun wallpaper, chellish rugs that could easily feed a family for a year. Like in terms of like how much it's worth, not how much they could eat it.
Wow, this place is almost as fancy as the temple back home.
And yet you are brought to the table, and you see Lady Declan is there. She's a very very striking middle-aged noblewoman. The only real show of her age is like you can just see the subtle like crow's feet around her eyes and stuff from the years. And the dinner itself, like she, as soon as you sit down, she is very noble in her demeanor in terms of like the way she carries herself and the way that she speaks on like different events going on in the society at large of the city you're in. And yeah, the meal itself is a 10-course affair. And for each, you realize that you're in over your depth for a lot of you when you see that there's about 14 different spoons and forks all arranged in descending order. There are people there's a person for each seat at the table, and other than her and a couple of her hanging on ladies in waiting, it's largely just the group of you that were here. But yeah, the meal is good. And she seems to be trying to keep the conversation light for a while. Before it's about like course 7 or so that she finally starts broaching the subject. You do notice, especially when looking toward the direction of Faldrick and Orhi, that she kind of like has to take her napkin and kind of like shakes it out and like holds it to her mouth. Very like disdain noble thing. Nothing anyone who's been a commoner in this society hasn't seen once or twice. She broaches the subject that I've come to understand that you're the lot that is going to investigate the Tri-Yard Towers, or the Tri-Tower Yard.
Yes, that's what they told us to do.
It would be awkward if we weren't and you went through this entire dinner. Are we allowed to smoke in here?
That'll be for after dinner, thank you.
Ah.
Indeed, that's our mission.
Unfortunate. Some things accentuate meals.
Quite. But yes,
I got
my daughter.
tiny sandwiches, not as good as the ones Krishan makes down by the river.
I love this
Yeah.
entire narrative that you found the wrong person, but it was a hole in the wall eatery that was like the best.
I have to try them after we get paid.
I mean, the portion size is alone, Zudor. You wouldn't believe it. These lizards
Is
can
it-
eat.
Is it true they slow bleed the pork?
You just kind of hear her. Ahem.
Oh, she's still here. Yes.
Anyway, my daughter Junia was one of the many children lost there. And she kind of like, even though she's very trying hard to be prim and proper, noble, she kind of like holds back some tears. She's like, so many of the children lost, hundreds of them pinned in that sinkhole in the rubble. The kids screaming, the black water's rising, and none of us could get to them. Like she kind of like has to like hold her napkin to her like face for a minute to, and she like snaps at one of her ladies in waiting, and as she clears her napkin, she doesn't even let you see her face before her lady in waiting kind of touch up her makeup. So even though she clearly looks like she actually is grieving, she's not going to let you see that.
Or he
My
actually
dear
looks
madam,
sad.
I am terribly sorry for your loss. Nerp?
Or he
That
actually
is
looks
definitely
very
for an
solemn
after-dinner
at the,
treat.
mention of the dying children. And seems to be offering a prayer to her goddess. So.
You see Lady Declan snap her finger to one of the other ladies in waiting, and she whispers, "We will have the snurb before the dessert portion."
Well,
Very good.
I'm sorry for your loss, but I think it's better for everyone if we just cut to the chase. Look, you nobles don't let a bunch of adventurers come up and stink up your party for no reason. So what is it you want?
Commoners, always beating to the brush point. Very well, yes. I invited you all here as a gesture of good faith because I do wish something from you. I would be under no small favor if you were to do me a favor when you're down there. And she talks about she's desperate for any news about her daughter, whether it be finding her body, finding her remains, anything they might find down there about her daughter. She'd be welcome for the news at this point. It's the not knowing what happened to her that is at this point driving her insane.
Understandable. I will do what I can.
She points to like a massive like 12-foot tall painting behind her at the dinner table. That is my daughter Junia, a glorious, beautiful child when before the accident happened. If there's any remains of her that isn't skeletal, this is what you were looking for.
Yes, how did we not notice that a moment ago?
Any mementos she probably's got on her?
I think they wheeled it out.
If you're looking for anything that you might be able to pilfer off of her body, I have you know, she was wearing many rings, many necklaces, though I don't know what would be left there.
Yeah, of course,
You
that's
kinda-
what these nobles jump to. No, I'm asking for something to identify her. If she's not as prim and proper as she looked in that picture, now that she's been in a wet hole for a couple years.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. And then she kind of like mutters something about savages under her breath, but she like informs you all of like the items that she would have on her, and one does very well depict the ring that you were sent to find by the society at large. And, you know, if you are to find anything of my daughter, a small donation to the society would, of course, be in order for any services rendered.
Of course.
Absolutely. We'll keep an eye out for her.
Yeah, you see that she kind of makes a like hand motion to like a prayer kind of motion that's all of you would very much recognize as like a chellish like prayer motion.
Right.
Yes, we shall imbibe of the snurb, and then we shall have dessert. I believe you all. Well, I'm not sure if all of you have had tiramisu. It is very well received.
To try it.
And She's definitely looked kind of down on a lot of you of being an adventurer and stuff, but her noble attire and her noble presence doesn't let her actually like demean you or anything. So the dinner itself is well to do. Other than the occasional kind of looks that she doesn't really do anything to you guys. It's just a very nice dinner, and by the end of it, even after 10 courses, you're not quite stuffed. It's just how noble things is. You're full, but it's like I could have eaten more.
I feel like I've just been snacking this entire time.
Yeah.
Especially with the snurb.
Joint?
Right.
I'll offer to the servant next to me who's supposed to be attending me.
Kind of looks around, grabs it and pockets it.
It's extremely rude. I turn to the noble lady. It's extremely rude in my culture to refuse. Bold-faced lie. So what was the verdict on me being allowed to smoke in here? Putting one in my lips.
We shall retire
rest of the
to
party-
we shall retire to the gazebo. We shall imbibe.
Very well. I
Well,
imagine Zudor, he has what looks like one of those $5 gas station lighters, which is very much not of the era.
Yeah.
But
What were you saying, Michael?
okay, yeah.
We interrupted you like 3 times.
While
so.
the nobles are all out doing their drugs, I'm gonna sow some dissonance among these servants and see who's wanting to try and get out of here.
Roll me a diplomacy.
Not Nate. A 12. I'm good. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, the people seem to like understand why you're like pushing for that. He's like, I'll have you know, my madam pays my wages quite generously. She very much values discretion.
And
So
that's
I
the-
thank
the
you for your
general
concern,
feeling
but I am
among
very
everyone.
well here.
Oh.
Yeah, the evening continues on.
Suit yourself.
She doesn't smoke your snurb. She has her own in one of those comically long, like cigarette holders.
Yep.
Only the good stuff for her. But yeah, the night progresses and you're all free to leave.
As we're leaving, Ori would turn to her and be like, I will pray to Bastet that she sets me upon a path to return whatever remains of your daughter to you. And then bow and leave.
She would like you can tell she's holding back saying something, but she kind of just gives you a nod and lets you on your way.
Of course, I'm a commoner and of a different faith.
Right? She's trying her best not to be rude, I'll have you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Day is done.
Sincerely,
Yep.
not provokingly.
On the walk back to our lodge, Zudo goes, drat. Forgot to put that vomit pill in something. Oh, well, for the future.
Hand it over here. I can try and sling it into the next monster's mouth we see.
Not a bad idea. Nothing against that woman personally. I just don't respect authority as a concept.
Yeah, freedom is to be
I think the
embraced.
commoners should rise up and behead her, but seeing as Era still has a thing for family and home, I think it is our duty to bring the daughter back if we can.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's like another few decades for the other allegations come out about that family. One-legged Pete was not kidding. This is good.
Before you head back, I imagine Falder gets you to Grishon's sandwich shop late at night.
Oh, yeah.
You're all still a little peckish.
Richard, make a note of that. That's going to be our hangout for all these Pathfinder societies is Grishon's sandwich shop. It's canon now.
Yeah.
I'll make a handout called Grishon's sandwich shop.
Our group just follows his food cart across the land.
It's like Cheers.
With the mention of future allegations, or he stops prancing down the street, gets uncomfortably close to the wizard, and is like, "What are these things? Yes, yes. You want to tell me?"
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. What was that again,
At
Kenneth?
the mention of the allegation, she starts getting uncomfortably close to trying to pry it out of you.
There we go. Grishon slamming Sammy's.
Nice.
There it is.
I'm sorry, what? Oh my God, your fur is so soft. Do you condition?
Perhaps.
Listen, take a puff from the droid. I just want to know I am very confident in my own self physicality. Getting close to me will not make me uncomfortable.
Oh, but we could get closer.
I once had a parasite live underneath my skin for about 10 years.
Mm.
Had worse
was their name?
roommates.
Did they have a name?
Yeah, it's just a little. He thinks about that for a moment. He goes, "No, wait, that's several thousand years from now. Probably shouldn't tell them about the shape-shifting starfish."
Now with Orhe's flirting, all I picture is Zudor being like, "Oh yeah, I have a pussy in every timeline."
Yeah.
Sometimes literally.
Mhm.
Her
Comes
mandate
back as a
on-
woman one session. That's something to note for your books, Gombo. Every now and then, just show up and have a second token that's just the female version of Zudor.
I mean, what I want to do, this is a slight derail, but I want to, eventually we are going to start getting into more of the second edition stuff. Is something I really want to do is since Starfinder second edition and Pathfinder second edition are completely 100% compatible with each other, I want to take the Witch Warper class from Starfinder second edition, which has a bunch of stuff about time manipulation, but then use the Time Wizard archetype from Pathfinder second edition and overlap them, and then anytime he's in either games, I just use the exact same character sheet. And one of the powers from Time Wizard is you perform Summon Monster, but it's described as it's a you from a parallel timeline where you're a different race.
Oh, God, I saw something about Andy Milanakis.
His song "Pussy, Pussy, Pussy, Marijuana."
Yep. God, the whole concept of Andy Milanakis feels like a fever dream. Like he just showed up one day, went completely chaotic on like MTV, and then just disappeared for a while, and then came back when social media became a thing. All I remember is when I was younger and a commercial being like, "Well, yo, let's check the Andy Milakakis."
Yeah, in the preview, there was previews before the Mortal Kombat movie yesterday, and one of them was for the final Jackass movie.
Yes, final.
Yeah, for 25 years I've been doing, and it's funny how when I remember those came out, they were very controversial, and it almost seems innocently quaint now.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, it's just a bunch of dumb people jumping off of stuff. This is fine. They're only victimizing themselves.
Yeah, exactly. We need more of this in our world, to be honest.
Right.
My
They're
favorite
not
thing
pranking other
to
people
learn
and putting
about.
them into their shit. They're just doing it to themselves.
Yep.
My favorite thing to learn about are Jackass bits that didn't make it in because they just get fucked up for no reason.
Right.
Anyway, one evening of Snurb-fueled vigorous lovemaking later, I am sure that we go to the sinkhole to find this corpse of a child.
Of course.
But yes, we return the next day to the drown yard. Loki, your character, immediately sees the guy still kind of like hacking out. This time it's a new tree. But he's definitely just trying to like keep the grounds walkable where it's not flooded. But that's about as much as he's been able to accomplish.
Okay. I would flag him down. I can't remember his name off the top of my head anymore. But,
I would say your character would remember his name is Darius.
Yeah. Hey, Darius. Hey.
He's like, oh yes, the other parent from the other day. Yes,
Yeah.
and he just like skips over to the fence.
Yeah, is Mrs. Harrison today? Herrick's?
Of course. She's just teaching all those little study bugs. Yes, come in.
Cool.
He kind of looks over at the rest of them. He's like, are the rest of you here to enlist your kids in the academy as well?
I needed to speak with the headmistress, yes.
Oh, well, she's not in, but the teachers might be able to answer some questions for you.
Yeah,
I'm a
they're with me.
motivational
They're
speaker.
You had a report I needed to retrieve. But maybe
well-
this teacher, yes?
Yes, come. He walks over to the gate. He's like, "Oh, the gate's locked. You might have to hop the fence. I don't usually condone that, but
Mm.
meanwhile, you guys do have the key."
Mhm.
Well, actually, and would just use the key.
Or he's
Oh!
halfway over the fence, like, oh,
Mm.
right, key.
Oh, you must have gotten permissions ahead of time. Lovely. It's like,
Yeah, of
come,
course.
let's go talk to Mrs. Herrick's. You see him take you down this ruined path of the Tri Towers yard, kind of winds around the black pond and the shattered buildings. And he points to this one hall where there is already from the outside you can see there is no roof and what looks like a bunch of flower arrangements that managed to get hold and bloom near the building.
Mm.
Um,
Must be
Looking at it.
inconvenient on rainy days.
Looking at it, they're actually not planted. They just look like they have been fresh funerary flowers.
So they're laid there and not grown. You said.
Yeah, but it looks like they're still fresh,
Okay,
like they've been placed today. But
I gotcha. Oh, who set these there? And he would just take a look at, see if there's anything of particular significance up there, if they're just memorial flowers.
yeah, they're just memorial flowers from what he says. Like, oh,
Mm.
they placed those back when the that terrible earthquake happened.
Gotcha. Okay.
Lovely flowers. Anyway, the classroom's right in here as he takes you inside of the building. Inside, you see 10 students dressed in checkered uniforms, sitting stiffly at wooden desks, staring straight ahead. No one is moving, and in the front of the class, you see a conservatively dressed woman leaning against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
If you all want to roll me perceptions real quick.
Yup.
11. Not my best.
So it looks like, other than Orhi, the rest of you notice that these are definitely not what they seem. While they look like people, you get very vague, wispy, see-through visions of them every now and then. They kind of just shimmer.
Can I knowledge religion?
Yeah, knowledge religion.
Nope.
They're definitely
I mean-
spirits of some kind, but that's about as much as you know.
Yeah, they're undead of some kind, but listen, can't remember everything.
But as he enters the classroom,
Mm.
you see the teacher begin to gesture at the board or where it was once one that isn't cracked and broken now.
Mm.
And you see the students begin to look like they're scribbling on notepads or nodding their heads. I will say, Zudor, without having to roll, you definitely notice this man is doing prestidigitation to pantomime the conversation through the spirits.
I mean, classes would often be held
Oh,
outdoors.
so he's faking it?
He's making them move, whether it's faking or just something he's doing subconsciously. You're not
I
sure.
see.
But he's like, anyway, let me ask the teacher if she has time to speak with you. And he goes up to and he starts speaking to this teacher, and it's almost like a silent pantomime where he's talking to himself.
As he's doing that, Tech would look at the others like, I don't know how to address this.
Yes.
I think somebody else should take point on this one.
Does
mean-
does anyone have a blackjack, perhaps? The little club, not the cards.
No.
Afraid not.
Oh, good news, everyone. Miss Harris does would be delighted to you said you had something waiting from the headmistress, correct? Or you had something to
I was
deliver?
looking for something. She was sending notes that I needed to retrieve, yes?
Oh, yes, we can take you to the headmistress office. Miss Herricks, would you like to show us the way? And as you still see him doing the presentation, the spirit begins to like walk rigidly out the door as he begins to follow.
Mm.
And as soon as he leaves the building, all the students' spirits suddenly just cease moving and sit still again.
Yeah, so he's doing this.
Mhm. Or he'd, as they're walking away, be like, I know class was sometimes held outside in Osirian on nice days, but should they not fix the roof if they're going to hold classes?
A little rain fortifies the young.
Sounded
Can I
like
do a
she was
spellcraft to
being
figure
led
out what
off to a
source?
different room.
Mm.
Well,
Can I do a spellcraft to see what sort of spell he's utilizing, just to see how potent of magic he's
go for it.
wielding? 14.
That's good
Roll
enough.
my
It's just a simple prestidigitation spell.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Nothing too fancy. Cantrips.
Mm.
Okay.
Um,
mhm.
but as he's walking, he's like, other than the package, do you know of any information about anyone trying to go into the necropolis? I've heard so many people talk about exploring that place.
Oh, well, I mean, is that here? I have to admit, I've only heard about it recently, but I'm certainly curious.
Oh yes, Miss Herricks here has just talked endlessly about down there.
Oh,
Oh, what
Um,
sort of things does she say?
Just things about how crazy it is down there and about how thrilling the adventure was before it got locked up.
mm-hmm. Is that safe to have under a school?
I'm about as safe as anything in this city, if you know what I mean. If you know what
In
my
this
meaning is, he kinda,
crazy
like, elbows
world.
you. Yeah,
I do.
basically.
Mhm.
But yeah, the spirit of Miss Herricks would be directed basically towards the
Mm.
old office.
Having before we left the room with all the kids, could I have done a quick check to see if I have a match to the description from the noble's daughter?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception.
13.
Does not look like anyone matches the description on those spirits.
Mhm.
But yeah, he takes you to the headmistress's office. That is also looks like it was a classroom turned office.
Mm.
So this is the head lady's office. If you're looking to retrieve anything for her, it would be in here.
Mhm.
And he looks over the teacher and pantomimes a conversation again. He's like, yes, I know. I'll ask them. Please, Miss Herricks, I'm trying my best here. Turns over to the lot of you again. He's like, I'm sorry. She's a great teacher, but she can be awfully pushy. She says she lost her purse in the necropolis downstairs before she came back up, and was wondering if you all might be able to retrieve it for her.
Certainly.
Nice.
Certainly.
The gentlemanly thing to do, am I right?
Oh, great! So after you retrieve whatever you need to retrieve, she does know a way down. Apparently, I can show you if you'd
Oh,
like.
okay. That'd be wonderful.
Most helpful indeed.
Mhm.
Yes, he will wait outside for you with the spirit of the teacher as you head into the headmistress's office, if you wish.
Mhm.
Inside, if you wish to make a perception of any kind.
Oh yeah, I've got a thing to look for in here. So let's see how my flat roll does. 17.
17's not bad.
Mhm.
So as you kind of go in and you start overturning some of the broken desks, the ruined books and everything, you do notice three things. You see three diaries, all in the same handwriting, One says that it's a diary of Miss Herrick's. The other two are just randomly named students.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it in Miss Herrick's diary just talks about the location of a black pool of bubbling water in the schoolyard. Um, and then a metal lockbox that would need to be opened as there doesn't seem to be a key.
Yeah. Can anyone open this? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Lockbox? Is the locks internal or external on the lockbox? Like, is there a
It's,
little...
it's like a little like master lock kind of like looking lock.
I can get that open for you if you'd like.
That would be good. Yes.
All right.
I cast
Very
gun.
good.
And you're close, actually. I pull out a scroll and I just cast break on the lock, which breaks it.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough. So inside is a bunch of missives and such that I will just say or he you were particularly looking for.
Yep. Yes, good. These are what I was after. And she kind of unsubtly stuffs them in the quiver at her waist. Yes. Very good information.
So what are the odds we're gonna have to knock that fellow outside out? After we're done.
We can always do it later.
I am waiting for that moment to come, to be honest.
He did say he would, or rather, he did say the ghost would tell him to lead us there. So he's been helpful so far.
Indeed.
He probably won't go down into the necropolis with us, so you probably just leave him be.
Though he could
Right.
close the place after us if we go in. Who
Confident
knows?
it'll all work out.
I could wish you
Yeah.
had the lock, nothing else.
After you eventually do leave the place, did you find what you're looking for, gentlemen and lady?
Very much so. Thank you.
Or is it too late? I can't remember. Is Tekvani a guy or a girl?
Tekvani's a guy.
Okay, just making sure. It's hard to tell sometimes with elves, even in their
Yep, yep.
pictures. Okay,
Yep.
That's why.
I just zoomed in and it looks like he has a goatee, so that does help.
Yep. I have this very stately beard,
Mhm.
which is technically outlawed in my home country. Well, air quotes, home country. I'm in a citizen of many countries.
So yes, if you would like, Miss Herrick's here can take you to the entrance. My daughter's been down there so long too. If you don't mind, I'd love to join you.
I mean,
She's just been running amok. She's just such a little scamp.
we could save you the trip, and if you could describe her, give us a name, we could make sure she knows that her dad's looking for her, and name you by name, and if necessary, escort you up here.
No offense, but you're
escort her
all
up here.
strangers, and I know you said you were a parent. You have to teach your kids about stranger danger. I told them not to talk to any unsupervised adults. You have to understand.
I am
Well, are
wearing
there
a very large
teachers
coat.
down there? Are there any teachers down there with them? Because I could always just speak to them directly, and again, not
Give
have
me a
to.
diplomacy.
Remember, kids, never talk to rangers.
No. I definitely should go down with you. She has to be needing dinner by now.
If that is your wish.
So he does take you to the gently bubbling black water that he points it out and begins to wade into it. It looks about waist deep water.
Can I
Um,
take a look at the water and see what's unique about it that makes it black, or if it's toxic, or what have you?
And I'm free to do a knowledge roll if it's anything I might know about.
Like a craft alchemy, or I don't know. I also have knowledge arcana and knowledge nature.
I would say this would be either an arcana or a planes.
I got 19, and I got a 4.
Mm-hmm. So, while you don't know exactly what this water does, it doesn't seem to harm anybody when the guy gets in it, but it does give off a vaguely necrotic, not tendencies, aura from it. Like if you were to like detect magic, or even just the vibe of it, definitely gives it off. It like even has the faint smell of like rotting to it.
I am Fayside, so I have constant detect magic up.
Okay, so yeah, it definitely detects as very vague necromantic aura. And it's not strong enough to look like it is a spell. It looks like it's just like runoff of some kind of residual magic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's probably something more potent down in there.
But as he like wades in, he kind of like turns around and waits for you to follow.
Uno mas. That's a word that you'll understand. Anyway, wait a moment. And I'm gonna pull out a scroll and just cast Major Armor on myself real quick.
No worries.
I will wait here while you investigate. Yes.
This is the way in the necropolis, though.
Yes. Yes, it is. At least that's what he says.
Fair enough.
But yeah, he eventually leads you near the center, actually where the bee is located, right there. And he points at part of the water, and while the water is pretty black and bubbling, there are like it's not like solid black. You can see a little bit down into it. So I want you all to roll me a perception real quick.
Or he, meanwhile, on the shore,
12.
little ways, kind of holding a bow nervously, like,
So for checks out Vonnie and Faldrick, you do notice that there is a beneath the silt underneath this water, near the center of this pool. You see what looks like a severed arm jutting out from the pool. And you see the the teacher's ghost talk to him, and he mumbles and babbles, and he gestures to where the bubbles are near the arm. He's like, Miss Herrick says that the entrance is beneath that arm.
Anybody else here a strong swimmer?
I pull out my diving goggles. I put them on, tighten them like a kid about to go swimming at the pool.
I'll do the same.
You dive your head in. Again, this is only about waist deep water.
Oh, okay.
So when you look down into the water with your goggles on for Tikvani and Faldrick, for all your perception carries over, you notice something distinct. Two things about the arm. One is it's very obviously gripping onto a metal handle of some kind. Also, the arm is covered in what looks like giant bulbous white eggs.
Knowledge nature for that, or Arcana?
Yeah, you can use a knowledge nature.
If they point it out to me, can I also roll?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume they pointed out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the eggs of a giant water bug.
What do we know about giant water bugs? If we agitate it, will they attack?
That, or they're already stalking you, for all you know.
I suspect they're probably also.
So more than likely, there is one of those in the vicinity if it hasn't just abandoned the eggs. Which, with that nature, it's very hard to believe unless they were literally killed.
But how do they taste, the eggs?
Rashawn uses for his famous salad sandwich.
Really big caviar.
The giant water bugs taste delicious, though. Think of really big lobster.
Nice.
Crabby.
We are in danger, my fellows, but also in danger of a very good meal.
I will say, it's around this time as you're investigating. Go ahead and roll me another round of perceptions. I will say, or he can also make this perception.
Okay. Hold on, let me check something here.
Nope, she's too busy fiddling nervously with her bow.
I am going to spend 1 point of prescience to roll twice and take the better result. Didn't do a lot for me. 11.
I think the only one we're missing is Tekvani's perception.
Yep,
Mm.
yep, rolling it.
Oh yeah, it's also worth noting I have an ability that says I can always act in the surprise round, even if I fail the perception roll to notice a foe. I'm still considered flat-footed.
So yes, you fail to realize as you're like investigating this arm, as the water crashes behind you,
Hmm.
as the giant water bug gets a surprise action.
Hmm.
So I will go
Uh,
ahead and bring up the initiative.
Right, because technically I can still roll initiative, and if I get higher...
Yeah, I mean we
I-
roll the initiative regardless.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Time wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm
did
not
the turn order not go
seeing-
up? There it goes.
Nope.
There it
Yeah.
goes. For some reason it didn't come up when I clicked it, so that was my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Put on some combat music here. Yeah. Do you have a ability that lets you act in the surprise round for Zudor?
Yes, I do. Hold on, let me click the thingy. There we are.
Nice. So yeah, you are able to act in the surprise round, but the surprise round is just an action or a move, I believe. So,
That is perfectly fine.
and I will say you are within threatening distance of it because you and the two of them were also all investigating the arm, and it came out right in the other. So you are in threatening space of it,
Gotcha.
and the water is considered difficult terrain because it's waist level. So
Yep.
just because we're doing a lot of this theater of the mind,
Yeah.
so setting the scene here.
Mm.
What size category is this water bug, by the way?
It is large. I just made the token, so I'll just enlarge the token real quick.
Well, what doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity, though, is to drink a potion of shield.
There you go.
So, in my head, we like, these eggs are very delicious. And, and just like, before the splash, Zudor reaches into his pocket, pulls out a potion, uncorks it. Brace yourself, lads, drinks it, and then the bug appears.
Okay.
That'll be my turn. And then it'll be the bug's turn.
Yep. Because I don't think Faldrick has an ability that lets him act out of in a surprise round, unless you do, and I don't know.
I do not.
So the giant ant will attack the first one that started investigating the arm, which was Tekvani.
Not
Say
me, who's
they're-
talking about eating them.
They are going to bite, but miss terribly,
Mm-hmm.
and that will be its surprise round. And then it goes right back around, surprise round to Zudor again.
All right. Well, I'm still a wizard at the end of the day, so I am going to disengage and then move away from it so it can't bite me.
No worries.
Because, it'll still be foiling my spell casting even if I have 20 AC right now.
Yep, so you move away from it
Mhm.
without getting an attack on you. Okay, and that'll be your turn, I assume?
Yeah, because disengage standard and everything.
Yeah. Faldrick, this thing is right up in your face, you and Tekvani's face.
All right. Combat against animals is my forte. So let's try. Let me see something really quick.
I just realized the stats were wrong. The attack would have missed regardless, but it's supposed to have a higher attack rate than that.
Mhm.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 3 on that. So.
Yeah.
Here we go. So you can tell me if this is super bullshit,
Mhm.
but it's too funny not to try. So by casting this spell on it, I can technically give it combat training, which means that now I can do combat training animal handling checks on it.
Mhm.
Casting time
Uh,
is a minute.
Yeah.
Well, and the target
Oh,
is
yeah.
one indifferent or friendly animal. I think it's hostile
Yeah,
at this point.
I was just looking at that part. I was like,
Okay.
oh, it's not friendly right now. So
Would
Sorry,
be
I'm
a
not reading all
hilarious
my
thing
shit.
to
Yeah.
would be a hilarious thing to turn the combat encounter into a mount, but you know.
Yeah, but Pathfinder's allergic to fun like that.
I mean, if you guys want to try to like restrain it and then spend a minute casting this,
Charm
it
animal,
would,
then
it would still
that.
be angry though. So that'd be
Mhm.
the hard part. Oh yeah, charm animal. If you had that and then did that, then that'd be an easy solution.
Although might count as vermin, not an animal.
Oh, pish posh.
That bug brain's so different.
Let me check one more thing. Okay, this might be what I'm looking for. So I'm having to look all through this animal handling stuff again.
Yep.
Could I do an animal handling like a diplomacy to try and get it to reduce its hostility status? Throw out a piece of Krishan's famous bacon to it or something.
Guess that
You can
depends if
try.
it is considered a vermin or not.
Yeah,
And
I
we
mean,
have
you have
haven't
to
been
roll
hostile
knowledge for
towards it
that.
yet.
Yeah, no one's attacked it yet, so the hostility part isn't a thing.
Well, you just said it was hostile.
Well, yeah,
Well, I mean,
but
it's hostile
that's
like it's
fine.
antagonistic, but you haven't been hostile towards it, is what I mean.
Yeah.
So it hasn't like gotten to
Alright.
that point.
Do we have? Yeah, I have one hero point, and this is how I definitely want to use it. +8 to this. Hiya, 26.
Okay,
To calm the
26.
bugger down.
Yep, you attempt to calm it down, only for it to not understand your commands, as it is indeed a vermin.
We're really drawing the vermin distinction here. Drow train bugs. What do they use? There's no bug handling.
There's specific actual archetypes that let you affect vermin with animal handling, but normally it does not
Okay.
let you do it.
Okay, well, I just made a whole guy about fucking taming animals, and
It's fine. I'm
can't
sure
use
we'll
any of
find
his
other
shit.
ones.
I will guarantee you there are definitely plenty
Okay.
that have animals in it. It just
Oh no,
happened to be
keep
one
going,
that didn't.
Richard. Keep going. This water bug is definitely the most important fight of the night.
Of course.
It's going to attempt to bite Tekvani again.
That'll hit. Ouch.
Um, I forget. Does grab just automatically happen when it's a plus grab, or do you still have to roll the grapple?
I
Believe
think
you
you
still
still
have
have to roll.
I
Yeah.
thought so. It's been a while, so
Yep. I know it's automatic if
Oh.
it's 5th edition, but.
well, that's a grab Tekvani.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be its turn, as it now has him in its grasp.
Am I able to slam a heal bomb on myself? Even while grabbing?
Can you do a heal bomb with one hand? Because
It's an
limited things you can
attack.
do. I know,
mean-
but I wasn't sure if bombs count as one-handed or not.
Pretty sure they do, because you can
I think so.
two-weapon
Yeah,
wield them.
It's all pre-made.
Mhm.
I've never played an alchemist, so I just had to double
Yeah.
check.
Yep. Fairly
I
sure it is.
I think, technically speaking, you can heal bomb yourself in that you're caught in your own blast radius.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it'll target the thing too, but you guys haven't really hit it, so I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah,
I'll
I'll go
allow
ahead and
them.
just use a heal bomb on myself.
Just pulls out a bomb, blows up in his face. All of a sudden, he looks better.
Yep. That's 1d6.
Says it gets to start the grapple as a free action, so yeah, it probably has to roll.
Mhm.
Yeah, they roll a natural 20, so it's
Oh yeah, no, just had it pulled up and sitting there, just reading through it.
yeet.
Get a few hit points back.
And then it's Orhy's turn.
Little
since
help,
he can't
little
exactly
help.
move.
Yeah, as long as they're within 110 feet, because
Yeah,
longbow.
you're good. Yep.
Yeah.
That I
Chunk.
believe will definitely hit, but just double checking. Yep, that hits for 6
Mhm.
points. Screeches in pain, but it is not quite bloodied. Anything else for your turn?
I don't believe so. So no.
Gotcha. Zudor.
All right. Let me see here real quick. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pull out and use one of my scrolls of magic missile and shoot both missiles at this level. I was checking to see how many at the thingy.
Mhm.
10 max damage.
Okay. 10 points. Oh yeah, it's definitely hurt now.
All you, Feldrick, old boy.
Yep, Faldrick. It's back to you. This thing is looking pretty hurt now. Okay, describe how you kill this thing with your aspergillum.
I don't know what that is, but it's funny. I think Michael might be muted.
Perhaps.
Yeah, Discord muted that.
It's the dangly mace-looking thing that priests use to spread the holy water.
Oh, nice.
But it's a battle version of it.
Mm,
Yeah. Um. Yeah, realizing I can't tame this thing, I just squish little white bug entrails go
mhm.
squishing out of its exoskeleton.
Mm-hmm. Squish, squish goes the fish. Easy enough to delete.
Mm.
You think there are more of those in there?
With my very high knowledge nature that I rolled on this thing earlier, Richard, these things solo nesters, I assume?
Either solo or sometimes they'll have a mate, but more often than not, no.
I convey that to the group. So at worst, one more, but unlikely.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's never you see a nest with two of these or more than two of these. So
Mhm.
the fact that that whole thing happened, the fight happened, and there was no second one yet, it's either gone or it doesn't have a second one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're good. And
Mhm.
the guy Darius that was watching this whole thing from the sidelines is like, "Oh boy, I didn't know the fish were that big around here. Hope my daughter didn't bring her fishing pole. I don't think she could reel one of those in.
I think that was just the bait.
That's some big bait."
Mm-hmm.
Let me just take a leg off of this. Good nutrients.
Oh, I thought that was going to be another pipe.
A, little B.
You eat the innards and then you take the thing and you make a pipe out of it.
Yeah. Listen, you don't know what antioxidants are, but trust me, it's rich in it.
So yeah, you're left in this waist deep water with the arm that's latched onto what looks like a metal handle below you.
Mm.
Covered in delicious eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shall we go ahead and pull the lever, Kronk? Baldric?
I shall be observing from reasonable distance.
Well, in that
Should have brought
case,
my waders.
Leave it to the halfling.
actually, do we have rope or anything? Can we pull this from afar?
I brought goggles. That was my contribution. It'll be fine. If it was gonna go
Okay.
badly, I would know it already.
Tech pulls it.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check.
All right.
Wow. All of a sudden, you just see Faldrick and Techbody roll up their arms, and all of a sudden, you just realize, oh wow, they actually do have muscles under all that.
Mm-hmm.
And pull this iron, what you now realize is a plug blocking the drain. So I need everyone who's in the water, which is everyone but Orhi, to roll me a reflex save to not get sucked underneath when the water begins to drain.
Okay. One moment. Using prescience again. 19.
19, 15. So Tekvani, you're the only one that gets sucked in as you guys lift up this what is basically a plug at this point.
Mm-hmm.
The water begins to just whirlpool into that hole, and before you can react, Tekvani, your just legs get slipped up from underneath you, and you just tumble in with the water down this hole. So while all of you are watching this happening, you see him dive in, and then you just see the guy Darius just swan dive into the hole with him.
Yep.
And go ahead and give me a one more reflex for Tekvani.
I just
see if you
imagine
can-
as they were starting to tug it open, Zudor just stood back and then grabbed onto a pillar attached to a house. He's like, "It'll be fine."
So as the water's going down, you slide down this narrow stairway.
Mm-hmm.
But as it gets to the end of the corridor, you're able to like brace yourself against the edge of it.
Mhm.
Give me a second. I'll actually move you to the location, like right there in the darkness. But you're able to like brace yourself until the water eventually recedes enough to where you're able to breathe and let go, and you're able to take no damage from it.
That's definitely good.
Meanwhile, the other guy comes crawling up from this direction here, be like, "That was a lot of water, fellow dad."
Yeah, that definitely was.
I'll actually go ahead and bring his token. Nope, that should not be that big.
Ori, I do believe that the water will not be a problem for you any longer. It seems to have followed Tekvani down.
And now it's down in the hole, but I guess we have to go down there. Yeah. She kind of
It is very dark down there. It's just FYI,
walks
so
her
your
way
vision's
through
going to
the
be very
mud.
obscured.
left behind by all the water.
I'll go just move you guys into the little hallway.
Mm-hmm. Very dark in here.
Allow me. What would you like a light on?
I'll hold out just one of the. Is there like a rock or something around? Just like a.
Oh yeah,
palm
there's
sign?
plenty of rocks around.
I'll just grab one of those and here, plus on
Light
this one.
Light cantrip on the rock.
Easy enough. I will illuminate in a second here, but I'm just going to get through some.
Oh yeah.
Because it'll reveal stuff that you shouldn't see yet.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, it doesn't really matter because I have everything in GM layer if it's really an issue. Who's holding the rock so I can have them produce the light?
I believe it's
Tekvani.
Tekvani. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. There's light on Tekvani now. You guys should see it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so
I appreciate that they put arrows on the stairs. That's my biggest pet peeve when I look at pre-made maps, is trying to figure out if the stairs are going up or down.
right.
Mhm.
Mhm. Guess the arrow is pointing down.
Yeah.
I will say, Tekmani, since you're right there, when you investigate, this does end in a barricade of water that's just so high you can't move in it. So you won't
Okay.
be able to go any deeper than what this map portrays.
I got you. There was another chamber further back there that I was
Yes,
washing
there's a
past.
pathway that like it levels out here before it goes into another stairwell,
Mhm.
and then it like progresses down this direction.
Shield will be
Okay.
gone by now.
I think I would backtrack and just try to look down that
Yeah,
way.
I would think we would have had to cast light on the pebble.
Yeah, I'll be
Mm.
there.
I also just realized I made the light a little too low, so give me a second, I'll fix that. There we go.
Mhm.
You can very narrowly see a door at the other end of this hallway for Tekvani.
Okay. And he would call back to him and say, "So is the necropolis down where you're at, or is that down this hallway?"
Well, I don't really know. I've never been down here before. I was
Oh.
just going off of what the teacher told me.
Well, this one at least doesn't require us to go underwater, so better place to start as any. And start making his way down to the doorway. Well, hold on. 5-foot step, and then right. Let's check for traps.
No
And I
worries.
would look
Go
for
ahead and roll perception.
traps along the way, because this is a
I
necropolis,
will
right?
aid.
So
So
Yeah,
this
I
is
can see
the
shit.
this is the
Yeah.
map that was supposed to be 10 foot.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a 10-foot map, but they just designed it like a 5-foot map, so
gotcha. Still theater of the mind dish.
yeah, it's mostly theater of the mind, but it has like the layout for it,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's why I was
So
like, it's gonna be partially theater of the mind, partially not.
Mm.
Mhm.
So yeah, looking down, it doesn't look like there's any traps, but the water did make the ground fairly slick.
Mhm.
So moving more than your standard movement, like so if you double moved, it would require like you to make a reflex save to not slip.
Okay. Yeah, I just go normal speed then.
Yeah.
And just checking for traps along the way. Until I get to the door. Do you want me to roll any more perception on the way, or does the perception count for the
The
day?
perception can stand. It doesn't look like it's trapped.
Okay. And would you want me to roll a separate one for the door, or am I good to carry it through?
No, this door actually can open. It's stone door, but it's a lot thinner than the picture makes it out to be, so it's easy enough to push open with a relative amount of like oomph to it.
Okay. Yep. Quick check for traps, and then if nothing, then open door.
Inside, you see carved pillars in the corners of the room that are holding aloft a double vaulted ceiling of cracked frescoes. On either side of the chamber, you see a single step that leads into a deeply recessed area that forms an arched room of its own. As you peer in, the most notable thing you see, and I will go ahead and just go to the Gene layer and reveal it, are a pair of childlike skeletons and a skeleton of what looks like a bear of a person.
Hmm.
2 kids and a werebear. Oh God.
So I will go ahead and bring us into initiative again. As a bugbear zombie is very much here.
Feast or famine with initiative for me today.
Don't have this guy on the turn initiative macro, so I'm just going to add it manually. Skeletons I do, however. I always forget how high zombie and skeleton initiatives are.
Mm.
Because the skeletons are a CR half, and they have a +6 initiative. Yeah, I believe that's everybody. Descending order. the zombie there is going to close the distance. But it is charging, and it's not smart enough to know about the slick floors. So let me roll reflex save. The DC is 12.
Mm.
It makes it though, so it is going to then swing at Tekvani in front.
Mm-hmm.
11 to hit.
That'll miss.
As it swings this cracked, broken short sword at you, and it gets caught on the side of the wall.
Mhm.
As it is then your turn, as this thing is like, I will say it's taking up the space, but if you pushed by it, it is possible, but it would be an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, 10-foot squares.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I will take the attack of opportunity as I try to get by.
Yeah, I'm just mentioning that because
Yep,
it does look like it's hard to get in here, but it's not really.
Yep.
I imagine we'll hit you with a 22.
Yes.
You will be hit for 7 points of damage as it slices
Ouch.
into you.
Ouch. Okay. Um.
Actually, take that back. This thing can't make attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay. Yay.
I just looked at the stat sheet and it said it can't make AOs, so
Yeah. So standard zombie done.
Yeah. So then I will move. Single move, I guess, right there, and then let's see. So I want to position myself so I'm 10 feet away from this guy, so he's within reach of my spear,
Mhm.
and then I will brace to fend off the other two.
doesn't that give you like a bonus towards like charging or something?
If they charge at me, I deal double damage,
Gotcha. Fair enough to know.
and that'll be my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Or he.
Well, actually, yeah, no. Zombies are common enough. She probably knows the bow won't do much against it, so pushing past Zudor and pulling out her scimitar.
And you get
She takes
flanking for this.
Yep.
Hmm.
So +2 to this, which will be an 11. There's a chance.
11. That does not actually hit this thing.
Oh well.
Good plan, because the skeletons are going to charge you. First, I'll roll their reflexes, because if they fail those,
Mhm.
they're just going to fall flat on their ass. But one fails, both fail. So they basically get to like halfway and then just slip and fall and are
Okay.
prone right here. They're child skeletons. What do you
Yep,
expect,
yep,
man?
yep.
Mm.
Yep, I hear you. I hear you.
Faldrick, you see that fighting going on in the distance there?
Yes.
Again, you can walk by.
Yeah, it's 10-foot wide corridor, so you can bypass.
You guys can bypass. There's no
Easy.
trouble with movement here.
Yeah, I'll just do this for simplicity.
The only reason I'm using the map is because it's too perfect to just not use. So I just turn the grid
Oh,
off
yeah.
and I'm like theater of the minding / using
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Mhm.
This is a good way to do it.
Are these feet accurate?
Yes. I have it set to the tiles being 10 feet basically movement.
All right.
It's why all
And
these creatures have to
halflings
charge at you
are
guys.
20. I think halflings move 20 feet in Pathfinder, right?
Yes, I
Yep.
believe so.
All right.
Everyone moves 20 feet in second edition.
Yeah, it balances out because you can take up to 3, and then that's 60, which is actually faster. So
20 feet up, take out my sling, and bonk it.
That'll definitely hit it. Bludgeoning damage. It does seem to mitigate some of that. As it gets hit, it does kind of barely register, but it did hit and do some damage.
Mm,
And
All right.
then Zudor.
let's see. You know what? I don't feel like the fight is out of hand. I need to spend a higher level spell at this moment. I am going to cast Acid Splash. So this should be against touch.
5 against touch. I think it'll still miss.
Is that right? Hold on, did I upgrade that? Yep, nope, that's correct.
Yeah, that won't hit it.
Well,
Touch is a little harder than that.
Yeah.
not the worst one I have. Not the not the worst thing to waste a bad roll on.
Yeah. If it's a touch spell, you still hold on to it, though, right?
It's
In-
a level 0 cantrip. Who gives a shit?
Gotcha. Fair
It's
enough.
a ranged touch attack, so
I gotcha.
it's just acid splash.
Fair enough.
The bugbear is going to swing at Orhi in front of it.
Yeah, those cantrips are
Mhm.
about to be useless in like one more level.
That'll miss.
hmm And I believe that's all it can do. Brings us
Mhm.
back to Tekvani.
Right, I'm going to attack the bugbear skeleton with my spear.
Specifically, that's a zombie, by the way. The other two are skeletons. That one's a zombie.
Mhm.
Okay.
So if it makes it any different for you.
And this will be. I'm going to use power attack for this. All right. 24 for 7.
24 hits for 7. Piercing damage. It does seem to eat a little bit of that,
Mhm.
but it is still up.
All right.
Brings us back to
Um,
Orhi. Unless you want to move.
No, I think I'm good.
Well, having dodged out of the way of its last attack, she'll counter with her scimitar again.
So that's a miss.
The ground is just too slippery for her to get a good swing in.
We're doing well.
Mhm.
It's okay. The human skeletons have to use their turn to stand up, and they can't do 2 actions, so that's their turn. Baldur.
Right. Continue slowly creeping my way up. And launch another. Actually. Let's see if an acid splash is at all more effective. Yeah.
That definitely hits, and it does seem to hit it hard, and it doesn't seem to resist any of it. You know, as hard as a cantrip can do.
Yeah, I'd be worried if we had acid-resistant zombies already.
Mhm.
Back to Zudor.
Well, second verse same as the first. Acid splash. Hey, that'll do it.
Yep, that'll hit.
And then it's 1d3 plus 1, right? I almost never use these cantrips on. No, just 1d3.
Or if your fur starts falling out, that's because
Yeah.
we hit you with the acid.
1
Well,
point of acid damage.
If a zombie could be, it would be bloodied. But it is going to turn its attention to Orhi again.
Mhm.
As the one in front of it, and it is dumb. And will miss terribly.
Mhm. Didn't even have to rely on her feline agility to dodge that one.
It's just a very. I will mention the reason why this thing doesn't get actions, even though it's technically more than a normal zombie, is it only has one arm.
Mhm.
It's like the implied, like it's like partially damaged.
Mhm.
But yeah, Loki, it's your turn.
Right. I will take another swing at him. Same as before.
That will miss.
Let's
put.
see if I meet the
Yep.
same
Same
fate.
put.
Sir. Fucking
Well, let me see the skeletons path the reflex when they charge at Loki's character.
Mhm.
One of them does. The other one basically moves another 10 feet and then falls flat on its face.
All right. Since I have a reach weapon, I will take an attack of opportunity.
Go for it. As it charges at you, you swing before it can reach you, and it's dead.
And it's piercing versus skeleton, though.
Even with that, its HP has 4.
Okay.
So it has I will say it has a DR 5 bludgeoning, so that's still 6 damage when it has 4
Yep.
HP.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference for the skeletons, it's a little harder to hit them than the zombies,
Yeah.
but it has less hit points. And that's excuse me, their turn. Falder.
All right. I will. So can I get out of this tunnel?
Yeah.
Or stand beside Orhi?
Yeah, you can stand beside or you can move past the tunnel. It's 10 feet, so it's not blocking the thing. So, and it can't attack of opportunity you, so you're free to move.
Okay. I'm going to move further in, but still
No
just
worries.
going to Acid Splash.
Yep, that'll hit. It's definitely showing some wear and tear now. All that acid is melting its very fragile skin.
Mm-hmm.
Brings us to Zudor.
Let's see. The ground is just solid stone, isn't it?
Yes.
Dang, can't do anything clever there. Let's see. Look at my bag of tricks. It's all about resource management with wizards. No, that will barely do any damage to a skeleton. And screw it. What the hell? I'll use a second scroll of magic missile. Only 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
6 points of damage to the bugbear zombie. Listen, we all can't be Theobard, who started with a wand of magic missile and then got staff-like wand, so he could
Right,
just
right.
spam it forever.
Yep, yep,
Mhm.
yep.
I think that might actually take care of the zombie. It do.
Mm-hmm.
So all the weakened acid points, just the magic missiles go up in there, and then you see its head glow blue before it pops.
Mm,
What's left is the one Skelly man.
Right.
Skelly child.
Skelly child.
Make my way over. Still prone, right?
Yes.
All right. That's a
So
plus
plus
4
4
to
to hit.
attack. All
Yep.
right. Just
Yep. And
Voltron
that
him.
destroys that skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Brings that combat to an end. I will say, as you begin to file in now, you are able to notice a little bit more about the room. There are a lot of bodies littering here,
Mm,
in various stages of decay. But there is one body over this direction that seems remarkably well preserved. That just is lying in a puddle, staring upwardly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Any
little
of
young
these
boy.
are all these bodies like of the school children, or are these older Necropolis bodies, or a mix?
The bodies in this room specifically are all bodies of what look like not like that old.
Gotcha.
Like the only one that looked out of place here was the bugbear zombie you were fighting. It
Mhm.
looked like it was like came from somewhere else, maybe
Gotcha.
either deeper or from somewhere else. But the skeletons
Mm,
and then the other bodies all look
mm.
like not like what you would expect from 10 years of decay, but definitely
Right.
like wearing uniforms and everything else.
Gotcha. One moment, chaps, before we progress. Zudor rubs his hand together, and I'm gonna just take 4 rounds of just casting the light cantrip at 4 corners of this room, so it's lit underneath its own power, not just Tekvani's light.
Yep.
Give us a little illumination in case the worst should come to worse.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, or he puts up her scimitar and said the thing had a club.
It
Could
had
be.
a broken short sword.
Ah.
And the skeletons were just going to do slam attacks, but they never made it that far.
Mm.
Yeah, well. Yeah, it's much nicer now. You can see all the dead bodies.
Indeed, especially that odd one in the corner.
Mm.
That's me in the corner.
We should investigate that. And Zudor does that thing where he like full lifts his knees to walk forward, but he's intentionally doing it very slow so the other people can pass in front of him.
Okay. I will investigate,
Oh.
yes.
Yep.
You guys can do a perception if you're looking in the room, or are you just
Oh,
inspecting the body?
Little A, little B.
Yeah, I'll
Mm.
focus on the room.
There we go. That's a good perception for Zudor.
So, other than the bodies, which are there no matter what, you don't really find too much of note on most of them. The one that's the most well preserved, the one that's over in this eastern corner here,
Mm.
looks like it has a diary underneath it that's still mostly intact.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of shoved over haphazardly in the corner, not here. Okay, in this corner here, looks to be a ring that looks like it's made up of two two feathers, kind of coiling in to make the shape of the ring.
Mm. Fancy.
Which I will save you the time. It is a magical ring of feather falling.
Yeah, I'm gonna snap my finger and mage hand that ring to me without going over there to touch it.
Or he's just casually flipping through the diary.
So looking at the diary, it looks like it has like different information about the different students that you can make out, and then about their families.
Mm.
That's about as much as it seems. It seems to be like records about the students in the school and their families.
Interesting. Do you mind if I
Yeah.
take a look?
Yeah, I suppose. If they're
Tekvani, a
all
moment
dead.
if you Tekvani, a moment if you'd please.
Oh, sure. As I make my way over there, I would kind of mumble to or whisper to Faldrick, see if you could find anything on in character knowledge is not my own. What's the the guy that came down here with us? Doris?
This guy.
Yeah.
Give me. I forgot his name too.
Yeah.
Where is his name? I just had it. Darius. Yeah.
Darius. Yeah, just see if you find anything on Darius. And then turn to
Are
Zudor.
these magical lights or are they torches?
Magical.
Yeah, I used the light
Okay.
cantrip. So I filled up the room with light already.
Yeah. The on the map,
Okay.
those are pillars.
Okay. They look like they're glowing.
Yeah, I know.
That when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? Just for the hell of it, Zudor's gonna cast the light cantrip and just fill up the room entirely, so that way there's no ambiguity.
But yeah, I'll look for the name mentioned by Tekvani briefly.
You do see the name. Okay. You confirm what?
That this is authored definitely by my man, right?
Yes. It's definitely the one you're looking for. But yeah, you do see the name Darius, and you see the name of his daughter, which is Junia. But they don't really have much otherwise in terms of details. So, as much as you know, he definitely was the parent of a student.
Achoo! And I sneeze an acid splash all over that book.
Mm-hmm.
It just starts dripping into like little pieces of acidy paper.
Well,
Hopefully that was.
you might want to get that looked at.
I
think I'm coming down with something.
Tekvani, this ring here that I have found, I have analyzed the Dwemer's cast upon it. It is the ring of feather falling. It would cushion the wearer if they fall from any height.
That sounds very nice.
It's very useful. I do believe that you should hang on to it for the time being.
I would be inclined to agree with you. Thank you so much.
Yes, I do think you'll find it useful in the future. I put a hand on your shoulder. It shall be useful in the future. Pat your shoulder a couple of times and walk away.
hmm Immediately put the ring on.
Mm-hmm. But other than the school
Just to
children,
confirm, this book has thoroughly been converted into liquid, right?
yes, it is thoroughly destroyed. But yeah, other than the ring and the bodies of the children in that book, you don't really see much in the way of anything here. You do find the occasional like stuff on the kids and stuff, but nothing of value.
As a side note, I do love that we are all given these secret objectives we're supposed to do, but never once in the entire time we do societies have we ever tried to stop each other from doing them. Because
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
we're just total scummy adventurer goobers. We're like,
Yeah.
yep, don't mean while I loot this tomb and plant this evidence. We're like, that's cool, bro.
Mhm.
Do what you gotta do.
Cool, bro. I got
Now
some
get off my
evidence
nose.
over here.
Yeah.
I do look around. Did any of these zombies wearing bronze armor with Kellish
No.
writing or have ornate shields? Okay,
I knew exactly what you were looking for, but yeah, none of that.
none of that. Gotcha.
Well, continuing on.
And deeper we press.
Mhm.
Another quick check. Perception. You.
While you're
Um,
investigating the door, or he's like, could you maybe light up one of my earrings? Yes.
Absolutely. Snap, do a finger gun. You don't know what a gun is. Lights your finger. It lights your earring with a light. My good man, I call to the godfather who follows us. Would you like some snurb while we progress?
Oh no, I couldn't touch the stuff. It's bad for
Like-
your brain, don't you know that?
Like physically? Like a vampire thing?
No, I just don't want it because have to have my wits about me.
Cultists say what?
Everyone knows vampires are cokeheads.
Oh, you and your jokes. But yeah, no traps on the door. Easy enough to open. I didn't make a door to open, so I'm just gonna move you into the next dynamic lighting layers.
Hey, oh, I accidentally moved when you moved, so I moved back.
You're good. Just gonna
Oh.
move you guys into it.
Tegvani up front.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. It fucked up. Hold on.
Yeah.
I have to move you guys deeper in.
There we are. Okay.
There we are.
Mhm.
But I will say, as you go down, while the water hasn't subsided, it seems to be this is even less disturbed than before. So all the sediment on the ground has kind of made it into like a more of a mush and slurry.
Mhm.
So it no longer a tripping attempt, just a little bit more gross.
I hope I've paid well for this.
Yeah. Just jotting down a few notes on the layout of this place just so we don't get lost.
Of course, my mind is like a steel trap. And do not worry, I'm sure we're being paid in exposure to the elements and several diseases. I'm told that cholera builds character.
So I'll start by going down to slightly lower level and just peering around in there, see what.
Looking
Is it
around
just-
in there, it looks like it was once a room of worship, like it had an altar on it and everything. But it's since fallen long to disrepair. It's more rubble than room at this point.
Mhm.
With just the occasional bug scurrying across the ground.
Any surviving iconography that could potentially delineate which deity?
There is some iconography. It's a little worn down. If you want to make a knowledge religion.
Can somebody figure out what religion this might belong to? Might be relevant or not. I don't know.
Let's see. Quite good at this. 20.
These are all iconography of Urgathoa.
Ah, it would seem to be Urgathoa.
Oh, that's reassuring.
So where you go? Here? Probably not. There's some very nice Urgathoan nightclubs in the Viscarium I could recommend.
Have to make our way there. Time.
Yes,
Um,
time. Lot
So
of
as
time.
you enter this room, it has a large double vaulted ceiling. Water drips from it, trickling down into pools on the floor. You see bone shards of what looks like hundreds of skulls just littering the floor like shattered seashells.
Mhm.
You see wide stairs climb up to the west, which is this direction, up this direction.
Mhm.
You know, navigation sometimes is weird in these maps.
Yeah.
Um, you see the stairs narrow downward to the other direction. An open doorway gapes, carved relief. The rest of the walls are filled floor to ceiling with nooks that house ancient but drenched skeletal remains. In the center of the room, you sit 12 school children in a circle on the floor. We see one child seems to be silently telling a story, moving her arms rapidly. About it. Sorry, and his name, and I messed up on names earlier, but as soon as you see these ones, you see the guy behind you following you, being like pointing to his like, "That's my daughter Cassiel," and he like runs into the room. See, and it's like, see, I knew it. Everyone kept trying to tell me she was dead. I knew she was alive. Looking at it is very much just like the spirits that you saw upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how delightful for you. But why not take her out of this horrible place?
Oh well, she's in the middle of telling a story. I'm just gonna sit a while and listen to it. He says that as you just kind of hear what almost sounds like nails scratching on walls. Specifically from the path up this direction.
Mm-hmm.
So is he puppeting the children here too? Then same as
Yes,
before.
he is.
Okay.
If you want to, I'll roll me a perception real quick.
Yep. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So Zudor or you do pick up on the sounds of something moving closer to you. You have about probably a round if you wish to prepare before they show up.
Something comes. Prepare to defend the children.
From which direction?
With that 25 up here, but you also see something drifting in the corner over here.
Okay.
I am
think-
going to pull out a scroll, and I am going to cast Anticipate Peril on myself.
Very well.
I will.
I will go ahead and bring up the turn order because it will be prevalent here in a second.
I'll move here and just brace the spear towards the stairs.
I will go ahead and reveal them since you're going to see them coming at you. Which you guys are Pathfinders, you know what they are. These are definitely ghouls.
They love their ghouls in old Paizo.
Also, ghouls I think are common enough in Galarian at this point that you don't need to roll
Yeah.
to know they're ghouls. You might need to roll to know what their whole deal is.
Mm.
But I feel like citizens can spot a ghoul at a mile away and know what the fuck they are at this point.
Also, I'm going to spend one chronomancer point from my temporal pool to add a d4 to my initiative and to the initiative of, I guess, Michael, since he's the only one that has not rolled yet. So I will add an additional 2 to mine, which I will factor into the roll. So 21 is my final initiative.
And what does Faldrick add to his too as well?
He adds a d4. He would roll it.
Okay. So Michael, if you want to roll a d4, you can add that to your initiative.
I forgot to do
You as
that
well.
last time. I can do that a lot. So
No worries.
lots of initiative fun times, which I feel like fits the time wizard thing very well.
Indeed. But yeah, you see two ghouls, like basically on all fours running down this stairway and coming from the corner over this to the south of you. You see another one turning the corner.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to peek around the corner here. They're like 20, 30 feet up from us.
More or less, yeah.
All right, I
It's
am
like
going
one
to,
round away from you, essentially.
I'm going to cast grease on the stairs in between us, so that way they'll slip and they'll eat shit down the stairs on the way to get to us.
No worries.
And that'll be my turn.
Balder.
Also, if anyone has any fire, you can always light that up.
I mean, worst case scenario, bombs.
Mhm.
Not even worst case. That's kind of a best case scenario, actually. Now that I think
How
of it.
could that? You're an alchemist. That's standard
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Since we're tired, I put
Also, I
in my
just realized
dex
2 of you are
bonus.
immune to ghouls' paralysis.
Mhm.
Is that an elf trait?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Michael, you're muted if you're talking.
Sorry, I double moved.
No worries. So then we'll go over to Tekvani. So I need to move the token back, but they're about that distance, which would be 30-ish feet away from you.
Good time to use a bomb. I'll use a bomb.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they're a range of 20, right? So you'll have -2 to hit them.
Yeah.
Also, default bombs are fire damage.
Mm-hmm. This -2. I'll just apply the -2 ahead. $18 touch.
That was with or without the -2.
That is with the -2.
Okay, so that definitely hit, and you're hitting the left one or the right one.
Let's go after the left one and splash on the right one. Same damage for both since it's minimum damage for the splash.
Okay.
Reflex. I think what does reflex save?
It rolled a 10, so it probably failed. So
Yeah.
don't worry about it right this second.
Yep.
Now the question I'm going to ask you guys, since this is the first time it's come up in society that I can remember, do you want grease to be flammable? It's not
Yes.
by standard, but I prefer it.
I do. I like it.
I prefer it.
Okay, so the ground where he greased is now on fire,
Mhm.
and to move through it, every 5 foot of space, I'm going to say they have to roll a 1d3 and take that in fire damage.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's basically like a 20-foot area right now, so
Mhm.
they're going to at least take 2d3. But I believe that's Tekvani's turn.
Yep.
Ghoul's turn. This one's going to come up from behind and reach out at Orly. Or he, not Orly. 16 to hit.
16 meets, so 3 damage.
3 damage. And I need a DC 13 will.
14.
Or is this will? Hold on. This isn't showing up right.
It's probably fort, but that's the same modifiers. So
Yeah, I'm just double checking.
actually, fort's two better.
Okay, it is fortitude. So there's going to be 2 fortitude. This one is for the paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 2 better, so that will pass. So now you have to roll for the disease.
17.
And you're able to resist the disease as well.
Mm-hmm. Yay, paladin.
Paladins are always nice for that.
Mm-hmm.
But you do take 3 points of damage, and then the other 2 ghouls are going to run through the fire. So if you want to roll 2d3, and they'll just take that in fire damage.
I wonder what causes this
Wouldn't
bug
it be? You said it was a D3 per
It's a
5
20
feet.
foot. Yeah, but but they're not moving through the whole thing. It's like it's on both their sides essentially, because it's like a 20-foot cube, isn't it?
Yeah, so that would be 4 5-foot spaces.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so no, that would be 4d3. That might just outright kill them, but they're gonna do it anyway.
10.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That'll
Nice.
be 2 dead bitches.
Hmm.
As you see them run through into the fire, and as soon as they come out of the fire, they just fall down limp.
Mm-mm.
Tech would
Nope.
raise his hand to Zudor as a elven high five.
Mm-hmm. I do so. Not the most sociable of the ghouls I have met.
I would say normally that would cut the grease in time to rounds per level instead of minutes per level
Oh,
if it's
yeah,
on fire,
definitely.
but I don't think it really matters.
It's burning. Yeah, I would 100% agree. But
Mm-hmm.
I vote
Yeah, I'm not
we,
gonna let it burn for minutes per level. That seems broken.
yeah, that would be crazy.
But Ori, it's your turn, and there seems to be one more ghoul.
Yeah, well, having getting scratched by it, she pounces back 5 feet and launches an arrow at it. 24 for 5.
24 for 5. It's still up, but it does seem to take all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yep. Turns back to Zudor then.
All right. I'm going to spend one of my uses of prescience. Roll a d20. Whew, that's bad. Well, I'm just gonna shoot the ghoul with my crossbow. Hey, that's better.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 piercing damage, and I reload my crossbow.
Okay. It definitely looks pretty weak, but it's still up.
Mm.
Aldrich.
All right. I'm going to hit it with my battle aspergillum, and it will take 10 plus. Or sorry, I don't think a 10 will hit. I thought it was damage for a minute. Oopsie.
10 will miss.
Oh man.
Aw, dang it.
What? Will I ever get to
Mhm.
use this holy water damage?
I know.
I know. Well, don't worry. This isn't the last fight, and it is in Necropolis. So
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd have thought there'd be dead people in a city of the dead?
What a fucking nightmare!
but Loki, it's your turn.
Mhm.
All right. I will spear at the remaining one.
From Hell's Heart, you stab at the.
Hold on one sec. Am I able to move it? Yeah, I'll move into a position where I could flank,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then power attack.
Can't quite hit though.
Nope.
So it does get another action. And let's see. Who hurt it the most?
Got 2 5s and a 6. Yes, no, that missed.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
missed. So it will take the attack of opportunity from Faldrick as it goes towards Zudor.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is.
6 plus
As it,
plus
yep,
1 point of holy damage.
you swing it upwards and it smacks it in the face, and it just does like that. Like it gets hit in the face and just spins in place and falls to the ground limp, and it is dead.
Huzzah!
Mhm.
As the room quiets, as the guy that came down with you is seems to have paid no attention to the fight that was happening. But the room itself is decorated with all matters of bodies. There's all kinds of different depictions and reliefs. So you're welcome to take a look if you wish, or interact with the ghosts, or whatever you want to do,
Mhm.
or we just move on.
See if any of the girls look like the noble's daughter.
Yeah, go ahead and you can roll perception for that. Doesn't look like it. Any of them match her description.
Okay.
And then, Anyone else doing anything, or I don't want to just mush you around.
Once I see that the daughter's not there, I'll turn my attention to that door there and perception for traps and all that stuff. And if anybody else wants to take a look around the room and see if there's any significance to the iconography here.
Yeah, I'll do the iconography check. I'm the wizard.
Yeah, might as well give the room a once over.
Yeah.
You know, a little
Yep.
bit of grave robbing as a treat.
Mm-hmm.
Also, after you roll perception, remind me what factions everyone are, because that way I can give information if you're looking for stuff specifically from the letters.
I am Taldor.
Taldor.
Quadrarin.
What are you? Okay.
Andoran.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay, so looking around, let's see who's looking. Zudor or he. Most of what you find is just remains of bodies. There are some of the bodies of the children that look like they are partially eaten. Some of them are just left of skeletons and bits of clothing. You do find in one of the indents in the wall, like you actually have to like crawl up like a couple of the alcoves to kind of get it because you saw a glint from the light of the magic.
Mhm.
Is a body that's dressed in a magical full plate. You can tell it's magical because it has no sense of decay at all.
Right.
Fancy.
And a rather well embossed shield as well.
Well then, magic hand, defile the corpse. And drag it down.
And then what's his if someone wants to roll me a knowledge history before they leave the room, since you kind of like have been looking through here.
Of course.
Looking around this room, you begin to notice that some of the south wall in particular has a relief that has like embossed like markings of it depicts the first victory of Taldor over the over Chelish rebels in the past history. And I just mentioned it because I think it said something about that in one of you guys' letters.
So does that mean this is a Taldorian tomb?
Well, most of the Inner Sea was at one point Taldor. The Empire was the largest human nation for many centuries. So there's lots of like alcoves of dead people in the walls, right?
Yes.
Is anyone like gripping a sword or something over their chest?
Huh. Oh yeah, probably a couple at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to one that's like gripping a dagger or something, push the sword out, take a letter, and slide it into their hands.
Fair enough.
There we go. Yep. Taldor certainly got around back in the day.
Anyway, time to hit the old dusty trail.
Yep.
But yeah, going back to it, you didn't detect any traps on that door or anything. In fact, the door itself is like I don't have it on the map because I blocked it. It's slightly ajar. Not to be confused with that one jar over there that's slightly ajar.
Or slightly a door.
Yeah.
Man,
my other three of the door is ajar.
My other D&D group is still pissed off to me about me using that joke on them. Did I tell you guys that story about how they got trapped in a fey maze and the answer was the jar? God, I love that. They told me one of my friends says he still occasionally wakes up in the middle of the night angry about it.
And that's how you know you worked it well.
Everyone else files out through the door, or he's gonna slink over and see what was on the note. Curiosity. They say it's dangerous for cats, but they sent her here looking for secrets.
And
Um,
a
Then
certain
again, they also say cats have 9 lives, so fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently the letter seems to be from someone named Kiwu
Hmm?
to a someone named Pasha Mulali al Jakiri, which is a Qadiran woman, about payments being sent for treasure from the necropolis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll just put it back the way he had it, as close as she can. Catch up.
Kiwu.
Mm-hmm.
It's so close to the Uwu face it makes Zudor chuckle. I've been to the future. I know what texting is.
So I just brought you into this chamber here.
Hmm.
Is the next path. Excuse me.
Before we continue
Um,
this way,
yeah.
I do want to double back and just check the top of the stairs here, see where the zombies or those
No
ghouls
worries.
came.
I'm not going to move
Yeah.
you, but looking over it, it looks like that was basically their essentially a nest for the ghouls. They were living
Mhm.
there.
Okay.
Nothing of value too much. There's a couple coins, which honestly, there's been a couple coins throughout a lot of these places that I just tally up at the end and tell you what you guys made.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I assume I'm not going to like, hey, there's this amount of coins here, this amount of coins there.
Yep.
At the end, I'm like, okay, this is how much gold you guys found in Discovery,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you get to keep all that.
Although,
So.
didn't we decide the arrows were pointing downstairs? Because I mean, that probably was the upstairs you were describing as we went through the door there.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a habit of turning things around sometimes, and
Yeah,
the
it's
arrows
fine.
are
It
supposed
Doesn't
to be
matter
going
too
down.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the burning thing that got him anyway.
Yep.
Let's check the sidewalk rooms here because that way definitely seems to be the main way. So
Looking up this direction or down this direction, these stairs descend into the water as well, like the other path when you first arrived.
Mhm.
And this one looks like it was once an exit to the building, but has since collapsed pretty heavily.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
then the opposite direction.
That's what I mean. That's what I said. Like this is the one going down that goes
Oh,
down
okay.
into the water,
I gotcha.
and the other
This
one is
one's
the one that was
collapsed.
once an exit that looks like it was
I gotcha.
blocked off.
Okay, and then proceed to go down the stairs using my staff as a 10-foot pole, or my spear as a 10-foot pole, and perception checking for traps.
Perception aid.
Yep.
16.
Doesn't seem any kind of traps. If there was traps here, it looks like they've long since been triggered.
Okay.
The old school dungeon delving experience we have now acquired.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we will?
There is a door right there, but it is unlocked and easy enough to push open. I'll let your perception carry over. It is also not trapped.
Okay.
Do you think
I
we will
will.
have to drag him out of here with his daughter, as he will leave him behind in the dark?
Oh yeah, he in the entire time is just speaking to the ghost of his daughter and has not acknowledged you guys at all since you guys came down.
I
Grief
don't
is a
think it's
powerful.
actually his daughter.
So go ahead and stay there. I'll have you be right there.
Yeah.
So I can get the flavor text over.
Mm-hmm.
So when you had come down here, the sky was pretty overcast. It's been like that for a while. And with the frequency of the storms approaching, you see salt water erupt from cracks on the floor of this large room. You see foam kind of like shooting up from different cracks in different directions. Then the water goes from about calf height back down to ankle deep before the next wave, and then back again. Occasional lengths of black brown seaweed kind of shoots in and out. One more, like adding to strands that are already in this room that kind of make the room have the appearance of wet hair being draped over everything. In each of the chambers, different corners sit a pair of pillars, an open arch connecting the chamber to an attached space Beyond the northwest and southwestern arches, 3 tiers of recessed spaces with massive steps and stone sarcophagi rest on each step. And then the more pressing issue is as you enter the room, coming out from the room directly opposite of you is something similar to what you were fighting before. It looks like a ghoul, but bigger. And Faldrick, near
cast.
you
Very clever. We're in
is
danger.
a ghoul as well.
Mhm.
And I will go ahead and delete the initiative so we can restart it.
All right, I am going to give myself and
Could
who
you?
wants an
I-
initiative boost?
I would like the ability to brace.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself and Hekvani 1d4 to their initiative.
I'll roll the initiative and then add 1d4 after.
Yep. I'm just gonna roll it now and then add it to the roll. 4, very good.
15.
Should I click my token? Almost forgot that. 20.
Can I just say it's weird that the compendium in this doesn't have gas, but they do have ghouls?
Yeah. It's because it's the free version.
Yeah. Okay, I think everyone's on here. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Descending. Zudor, you're up first.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna roll a d20 for my foresight. Ooh, I like that. And then I am going to cast Mud Ball. I'm gonna throw it at the ghast. So it is a ranged touch attack, and let's see, will this do the attack roll for me? It does not. All right, so I will do the ranged touch attack, and if it's bad, I can sub out the 15 I just rolled earlier. No,
It
it's a
is
natural
not.
20. It's totally fine.
And it's a reflex to not be blinded.
Each round at the start of its turn. So
Oh,
until
so
it's
just blinded.
Yeah, it's just blinded. And then
So
I
it
will
is
just
currently blinded.
step over here. And then that's done.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The ghoul comes back from this outside of this room here to lunge over at Faldrick. Try to take a bite out of him. 14 will miss. The ghast is honestly just going to take its standard action to wipe the mud off of its eyes.
All right, DC 15.
Well, it says the mud ball can also be wiped off by the creature affected by it or a creature adjacent to the creature as a standard action.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I'm not even going to roll its reflex. It's not going to
Yeah.
pass that.
All right,
Yeah.
hold on.
So it's going to just waste its action to unblind itself.
As it's doing something, let me check. Or after it has no effect, such as do say a failed spell or other means. Okay, cool. I think it's not on the turn. It doesn't say it has to be on the turn I cast a spell. You can read this. Because I spend a point as an immediate action when someone resists the spell, and it rewinds time, and I get the spent spell back. It says,
So yeah, you can do that.
yeah. So I go back in time and get the spell back, but he still wasted his standard action.
Yep. Fair enough. Or he.
All right. Well, gonna go ahead and use my smite.
Oh,
on
I did
him.
forget to add something to a turn, so it's probably not going to affect this, but
Mhm.
because the waves are a condition in this.
Yeah, their actions.
I look forward to my next turn when I mudball the ghast again.
So I'm using my smite with my longbow. Him.
That will
12.
miss. Its AC is not the highest, but it's still definitely higher than a 12.
Mm.
Okay. Staying where you are?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Tekvani.
I'll go ahead and brace against the charge.
Yep.
And I think that'll be my full turn.
Gotcha. Faldrick.
Actually, hold on, let me see. Okay, no, that's actually, yeah, I'll brace.
I am going to attack this one closest to me
Fair enough.
with the Battle Aspergillum. And miss.
8 again. Your
Rolling
lucky number
all the
this week
thunder
today
damage.
is 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then before the wave, coming out from the water is a viper. And it's going to take a bite at Zudor.
All right.
20 to hit you.
That will hit. Unfortunately, I cannot windy escape because I already used my immediate action.
Well, the good news is it does 1d2 minus 2 damage,
Mm-hmm.
but you do need to make a fortitude save.
Gotcha. This no, it's not the start of my turn, so I can't. But we do have 1 hero point, right?
Yes.
All right, I'll just add 8 to this.
Yep, you're able to resist it. As it seems to be just a wild animal that got drained into here when you drained the water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the waves. I need everyone to make me a reflex save.
Mm-hmm.
14.
5.
I think we're just missing one from Faldrick. Okay, everyone who rolled under 15 are blinded until their next turn as the wave crashes into them and all the seaweed and salt get into your eyes. Or sorry, until the end of their next action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Faldrick and Zudar are both blinded until the end of their turn.
Blinded by the spray.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, Zudar.
Does miss with spell casting when I cannot see the target, but I can still 5-foot step back. I feel like that's a natural thing to do when a snake is closing in on you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, I'm burning through my reserves at breakneck pace, but what the hell? I'll drink my second potion of shield since the other one had expired. Because I know where my mouth is, so I can still drink potions.
Fair enough.
And that's the end of my action, so I'm no longer blinded.
Okay, the ghoul is going to now be able to attack Faldrick at flat-footed. 18 to hit. Well, I imagine hit, so I need 2 fortitude saves from Faldrick. So good news is you don't have ghoul fever. The bad news is you're paralyzed for 2 rounds.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And as Tekvani
Nasty.
predicted, the ghast is going to try to charge you. That will hit, and you said it does double damage?
Double damage, yep.
Ooh, that's nasty. Oh yeah, it is hurt like a mofo. It is still up. It is going to take a
And
bite
I do
again.
have a question. So if I brace and he enters the range of the spear, which is 10 feet, he takes that damage.
You
from
don't get
the-
2 AOs.
Okay.
Any
Just a-
action can only trigger an AOO one time. So movement can only trigger an AOO once. Like you can't we learned that
Okay.
after Way of the Wicked.
Yeah.
Like Remia Rether, I think her name was.
Mhm.
She couldn't technically trigger AOOs from the same person multiple times with a movement. It's only once per person per action. You can
Yeah,
trigger it with
I
an
just
action
wasn't
and a
sure
movement.
I just wasn't sure if it counted as a readied attack or not, because
No,
No,
okay.
I think that's a separate
I think
thing.
that's the double damage that you get to do. Is the
Okay,
anyway? It's going to try to bite you. 17 to hit.
that'll
Is that
miss.
is that true even with
Oh, your
combat
AC
maneuvers?
17, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yep. That does hit.
What was that, Michael?
Is that true even if the creature has combat maneuver?
Yep. We learned that afterwards, and it doesn't really like it was after your character, so it didn't ruin the character, thank goodness. But like, yeah, apparently any action you take, no matter what action it is, can only provoke one AOO from any one target. Like so, and like I learned that when I was looking up trip because you can't trip somebody who's already tripped because the AOO provokes before they get up,
Mhm.
so you can't just trip somebody who's already on the ground. But anyway. 17 will hit you. It will deal 1d6 plus 1 damage. So 3 damage, but I need 2 fortitude saves. Oh, sorry, 2 damage. So that'll be 4 damage and then 2 fortitude saves.
All right, minus
Mhm.
1 more damage.
And I'll just tell you both of these fortitude saves are 15.
Okay. I would like to add the +8 heroes point save to the resist paralysis.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Yep. Go ahead and roll that one first.
Wait, hold on. Are elves immune to paralysis or not? Because I
Hey,
thought
you
you
are
said.
immune to that one, so you only need 1 fortitude against the disease.
Okay. Then
I forgot that you're an elf for a second there.
all right. So yes, I'll add the. Yeah, I'll add the +8 to the resist disease. Okay, good. I needed it.
Yep.
So
You're
20.
able to avoid the disease.
Mhm.
But that will be his turn. Or he, before you go, I'll just have everyone do this at once. He is now close enough. Anyone within a 10-foot radius of the ghast must make a fortitude save or be sickened because of the smell of death. I'll make a aura for it real quick
Mhm.
so we can see.
I'm certainly clear.
So we got. Do we have one hero point or
1 hero point, yeah.
that's a 3? So good. 14. Uh,
So Tekvani, you'll also have to make it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you might not be within range for Orhi because
Hmm.
I guess this is the 10-foot map, so you don't actually have to make it. So you're safer now. It's just Tekvani currently.
So what's the effect again?
You are sickened
Okay.
for basically the entire encounter because it's like 1d6 plus 2 minutes. And I doubt the fight's going to last
Yeah.
that long.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is
Yeah.
Orhi's turn now.
Then if I can attack, I will attack, and
Go
let's
for
see
it.
if I can't actually fucking
Wow.
hit.
Well, you have your hero point to reroll.
Yeah, if you
True,
want to
I
re-roll,
suppose,
you have the
yeah.
hero point.
Hey!
there you go.
That was worth it.
It launches it 10 feet back and pins it to the wall. With that smite and everything, I'll say that's just like completely related to that guy.
Mhm.
But there are still a couple hazards in the room.
Mhm.
Tekvani, there's a ghoul that's standing over the paralyzed Baldric.
I will throw a bomb at the ghoul. Healing bomb. Because if he's undead,
for it.
he'll take damage, and the splash should still heal Faldric.
Yeah, he still has his health at full, but it should be lower now.
Yeah.
Hey, Faltrick, you want a pet snake?
Oh, it would have been 6 points of damage, but that would have healed him. Or you have to roll still,
I
so it'll
rolled.
heal him whatever the difference is. Oh yeah, so he'll heal. He only has 1 hit point missing, and that will definitely hit the ghoul and deal 5 points of damage.
And then I would move over to be within 10 feet of him so that I could hit him with the spear if he tries anything.
Fair enough. Baldric is paralyzed for this turn. The Viper is going to stay in the room with the most water so it can slither over and it's going to try to bite Orhi.
Mhm.
9 will not probably bite you.
Nope. 16. Eh.
And the wave, Zudor, you're out of the main room, so you're safe. The rest of you make a reflex save. Faldrick, it won't matter, so I'm not going to have you roll for it. The other two, yeah, you're able to resist the waves, and you're not blinded. And it's back to Zudor.
All right, let's see here. Does Faldrick want a snake, buddy?
He's muted if he does. Probably still muted if he doesn't.
Yes. Oh, my snake buddy would be quite enjoyable.
All right. Well, then I won't do something that will explode it.
I mean, I will say, once that one's the last enemy here, it's going to be very easy to subdue that thing.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm gonna do a from downtown crossbow shot on the ghoul just to see if I can do this. Zudor readies his light crossbow, braces it on the wall, and mutters "Kobe" and shoots. Nope.
Apparently it was Cheddar.
He
That
invokes the
pillar got-
sacred name.
That pillar got fucked.
The ghoul is going to change its mind and try to attack Tekvani because it's the more immediate threat.
I am 10 feet away. Oh, he's probably
It's going
got
to
5
move
foot step.
towards you.
Yeah, 5 foot step, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It only has one action anyway to
Yep.
bite you, so.
Yep.
But no, yeah,
All
no
right.
attack offers from you. 24 to hit will hit. So you just need to make a save against the ghoul fever.
Please. All right.
Yep, you're able to resist the ghoul fever because that's
Yep,
a
yep.
nasty thing at low level.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ori, you're up.
Yeah. Another shot at another ghoul. And it doesn't miss.
And it in fact kills this fucker.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys want to subdue the viper, that's easy enough to do. It's just a wild animal, so.
Yep.
I'm going to
it's
take
long
a
as-
turn to slam a bomb into my chest. And in a
You
way,
kill
if
yourself.
I could splash both Faldrick and Orhi at the same time,
Yeah,
stand
that's fine.
between them.
Quick, everyone jump on this grenade with me. Trust me.
Right. All
Mm-hmm.
right. That 10 health back is nice.
Gonna give 5 healing to the other two, so they'll be back up to full.
I thought it was only one. Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Alright.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna have to lay on hands if that didn't kill it.
So yeah, Faldrick, you wouldn't be paralyzed anymore if you want to do anything with that viper before we continue on.
Yes. Let's. Well, we'll need to subdue it somehow. Let me see if I can calm it down a little bit. Handle animal.
It doesn't take much to get it to like at least calm down. Really, it was just looking for food. And knowing that you're able to just honestly just pick up, it's small enough you can pick up like a large bug that's on the side of the wall in this place and just feed it that, and it, basically you have its attention.
All right. How big is this snake?
It is. I'm just going back to the page real quick. It is a tiny creature.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny creature. All right.
It's a
You wear it
normal
like a
snake size.
Yeah, you can wear it like a necktie.
And it's not even going to strangle you because it's venomous.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
But yeah,
he's
it is just a viper straight from the bestiary.
mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I don't technically have to mount it.
Yeah, while he's messing with that, I'm gonna go over and cut the head off this ghoul and stuff it in a bag. Or gassed, I suppose that one was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The big fancy one.
Starting a collection.
Yeah, I was asked, yes.
I got peek into the sarcophagi, see if there's
I'll
anything
see. Mm-hmm.
in there beyond just bodies.
So you just happen to like looking at as I will just say, like, to expedite the explanation of it,
Mhm.
all the rest of them have really stuck on lids to the point where you're going to need like a DC 18 strength check to open it. This
Mhm.
one, however, is easy enough to slide with a DC 10, so I'm not going to make you roll.
Just take
Mhm.
10.
So the sarcophagus lid slides aside with the sound of grinding millstone. Inside, you see the body of a well-preserved young girl. Stringy black hair obscuring their face. Her atrophied limbs are drawn up like folded sticks against her torn school uniform.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
if you don't need to really make a perception check to notice that it is that girl Junia that the noble was looking for.
Mhm.
Well,
In fact, everyone just roll me a flat d20 that notices her, which at least is going to be Tekvani.
Probably more if he calls attention to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tekvani or you both, like, even without the modifiers you would need from your medicine.
Mm.
I can't remember if it's called medicine in this one anymore.
Healing, I believe.
Hmm.
Healing.
Yeah.
She's still alive.
Child
There's
live.
very shallow breathing.
oh,
Ah, torpor.
Wonder if this ring.
But yeah, looking at her, she does definitely have the ring on, and it does detect as magical. And to save you the roll, because it's not hard to figure out, it is a ring of sustenance.
Mhm.
Though to figure out why she's like the way she is, I would need a
Probably
knowledge
someone
roll.
with heal actually trained.
Yeah,
I've-
knowledge or heal trained.
What
I've-
knowledge would you want me to roll? I got them all.
I was just bringing up a character sheet real quick so I can tell you.
Mhm.
It would be either religion or I would allow Arcana.
Arcana it is. Nope, rolled badly.
So from the heal check as well as the knowledges that you piece together, that something that had the ability to drain her of her senses has affected her and left her here. For mechanical, her wisdom is currently at 0, as it has been thoroughly
Mhm.
drained. But she is alive thanks to the ring of sustenance that is the ruby salamander ring.
Should we pop open these other ones? See if other children are inside?
definitely worth checking out.
Certainly worth investigating.
So looking it over, taking the time to actually like work together as a team to open the sarcophagi.
Mhm.
Don't really find much other than you do find in one of them a doesn't have a body, but it has a bust of a man that looks like a man rising from the center of a pool of water, like reaching out. That is very well made and worth quite a bit of money. So that'll add to your money. And there's a gold-plated ceremonial longsword, which functions as a masterwork longsword.
Very much a comedy nonsense question here, Richard.
Yes.
As we're opening these coffins, can I roll just a flat d20, and if I get a 20, a future version of myself in the past left something funny on the inside of the coffin for me to find?
Repeat that. Sorry, I didn't hear that. I kind of broke
I was
up.
gonna say, can I roll a d20, and if I get a 20, a future version of me went to the past and left something funny on the interior of the coffin for me to find?
Sure. I'll let it happen on a 19 or 20.
Hey! No! All right.
But yeah, those of you that need to know, as you were taking off the head of this guy, it does indeed have a golden crown on this ghast's head.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I'll take the longsword, by the way.
and it also has a gold-plated mask that it had on that it had
Oh.
removed when the fight started.
I'll take the
Burial
mask.
mask.
Matching set.
So, what's the word here? Are we hauling the possibly turn into an undead child up there, or are we gonna, make the story consistent?
I'm not going to leave the child.
Oh, I didn't say
Nope.
we should leave the child. I'm just saying, drawing finger across throat, make the story consistent.
Not so much my cup of tea with that. No, I think
If the
save it.
ring you said was magical,
Well, I mean, yes, the ring is sustaining her by giving her the bare minimum of nourishment, yes. Though granted, we need to claim the ring for the Pathfinder Society, but given her frailty, I'm no medical doctor. I'm a different kind. Pretty sure she'll
certainly the
just
mother would
starve
reward-
instantly if we remove it.
Certainly the mother would let us take the ring once we return it to her.
Or thought idea.
Mhm.
Grab a
She's
scroll that
noble trash.
could restore her in wisdom, or let me try this in character. We could always get a scroll to try to restore her vitality to the point where you could then take the ring without her expiring.
Yes, perhaps Pathfinders would do this so that they could take the ring.
There you go.
So 2 things to note.
Hmm.
The society will just take the ring off and throw the body out. There's
Yeah,
a lot
they
of people
sure-
who don't give a fuck.
They are true neutral.
2, you can take the ring off when you return her.
Mhm.
It's not going to immediately kill her by taking the ring off.
Okay, I got a
It's
2
just-
in
it's
heal.
just
I don't
kept-
know.
Yeah, no, you guys are. There's enough magical people in this party. It wouldn't kill her to take it off. It just means that she's no longer getting nourishment from it. So when you take her body back, they're
Then
gonna
she
have
will
to
start
feed
to
her.
expire. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Now, Zudor, not all magic is time based.
Mm.
All magic is time based. You simply need to wait long enough.
Well, once we finish looting the place, or he'll pick the kid up and start carrying her out.
Are there
Well,
anything
what-
in these other chambers?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's this room here?
To
so-
save you a lot of searching, these are just
Mhm.
alcove rooms that have a lot of rubble and like nesting for the ghoul and gas.
Yeah,
There's
like I
not a
said,
whole
None
lot
of
in
these
there.
things
done
have
looting.
the.
I'll go ahead and cast
None of
that
these
just
things
as
have-
the very last thing before
Nope.
we start
None of these.
looking around.
None of these things have had the shield I'm looking for.
There was
No, I did
like-
say in the previous room they had the shield.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, we
the
found
very gilded
a
shield.
shield, a
I
room.
pulled
A gilded
down.
shield and a +1 full plate.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna backtrack and grab that shield real quick, guys.
Yeah, no, I
We're
figured.
going back there. I
Mhm,
think
yeah.
that's the way out.
But yeah, you guys, Ori, you start carrying the girl. As you return back to the other room, the guy is just sitting there using his prestidigitation with the ghosts again this time, and he just doesn't seem any shape or form to want to leave.
Mhm.
So you guys can leave him here or do whatever you want with him, but he
We can
seems
take-
content to just to sit there.
Yeah, we could just leave it.
Come on.
Okay, if you want.
I have seen many things in my time, and many things I choose not to respect. But one thing I do respect is a mortal's ability to choose for themselves. Grief is love enduring and one of the most powerful forces in the cosmos, if you ask me. If he wishes to choose to stay here and wallow in what remains of him, I say we leave him. Of course, I also respect your choice to not leave him, but that is my 2 copper pieces. Pulls out blunt.
He's weak enough that if you guys choose to knock him out, I'm not going to make you roll for it. But he is going to resist if you ever try to pull him out or anything.
Mm.
Donk.
Yeah. Ori has her hands full at the moment, but she would, if we don't pull him out. There, it looks like Faldrick's decided to blonk him.
Yep.
Easy enough to knock him out. He's pretty emaciated because he doesn't seem to feed himself very well, so he's easy to pick up and drag out of here.
Are you gonna bring the daughter with him?
It's a spirit.
Well, the daughter's the ghost. It can't really move. It's like a haunt
Yeah.
essentially.
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's a haunt, not an actual ghost.
Ah,
Ghost,
So
right?
it's tied to the location rather than like
Yeah,
a ghost.
and they're not entire. They're semi-sentient. They're not like a full independent ghost because they didn't have. Zudor can explain this in character. They're not strong enough will to manifest independently. It's more like an echo.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, you're able to knock him out and take him back out. Do you return to the society first, or do you return the daughter first?
I suppose
think-
I'd return the daughter first, though, if they want to take
Well-
the ring on the road.
Yeah, I think we'd separate the ring from her.
Oh yeah. No,
Mhm.
no issue there. So when you do return to the manor, the guards are going to stop you at the gate until they see who you are, and then they see who you're carrying, and
Mhm.
they're guards that have worked here for a while. They immediately know who exactly you're carrying. Immediately, don't even bother waiting. Just usher you in. When the woman comes out and sees the barely living body of her daughter, her first thing is to like take the daughter and put her down, and immediately send for the best clerics of Asmodeus the money could buy.
Mhm.
And very like her demeanor so far, immediately grabs each one of you in turn and gives you the biggest hug that she can muster, which for her is basically a light back touch before pulling
Mhm.
away.
Yeah,
Which
don't touch me. And as we enter and go past the guards, he would definitely say, "Out of the way, bootlickers! We have the boot."
I am
um,
happy to have returned your cub.
thank you. I don't know how I could ever repay you, but just so you know, if there's anything I could ever do for you all, just know that you have the favor of the Dacolane family. Anything you wish to need, I can assist you with.
Is there any way I could get that into writing? I do have a rather long lifespan, so that might come into play later.
Of course, she snaps her finger and gives you each basically a letter of basically intent that says that she will aid you in a time of need to the best of her abilities if she's able to.
Excellent. Well, not you, the Dacolane family, you said.
Yes, that's what
Yes.
that's what I meant.
Yep.
That's me out of character, just fucking
Yep.
up what I was saying.
Yeah, no problem. Man, your descendants are gonna fucking hate me.
But that's how her last name is spelled. If you guys want to write it down for any future
Oh,
stuff.
oh yes, most
Because if
definitely.
you're working in the city, it's very easy if like during one of the society games you decide, hey, we might need something.
Mm.
Hey, lady, you said you owed us a favor, right?
Mm.
Specifically, she's like not like she doesn't have like it'll be like stuff that isn't like monetary rewards, just for the
Yeah.
like if you need information, you need like permissions to enter somewhere. She's your hookup if you ever need anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But you're able to return the ring to the society, completing your mission. Let's see what in terms of rewards wise. For the Andorran faction, you earn 2 prestige points because you're able to return with the shield, and you're able to get rid of the diary of Grishan Maldrus. So make sure to write down that on the bio thing for
Yep.
your faction
That brings them to
rewards.
9.
I'm actually going to add it to the Andorran
Alright.
society thing as well.
Yeah, is the faction handouts gone? Because I don't see them on my screen.
They should be. Still there.
Oh no,
They're
they're
at the
here.
bottom.
They're underneath character creation. I didn't see that. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Continue.
Oh, yeah, those are the factions. The handouts for the handouts are in the handout section.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think anyone was part of the Cheliac faction here.
Not this time around. No.
I can just tell you, their job was to get some of that black water
Mhm.
and earn a brooch from Lady Dacolane.
Mm.
But that's neither here nor there.
Hmm.
Osirian faction. Is there anyone from this one?
Yes.
Okay,
Or
you
anyone
got the
else.
lockbox, and you were able to retrieve a piece of the crown ghast, earning you 2 prestige points.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone from the Kadira faction in this one?
Kadiran. Yep, that's me.
Okay. One of your jobs was literally just to be there so they could scry on you, so that was automatically awarded
All right.
since you didn't die. And you did say you grabbed the mask, didn't you?
Yep.
So that's another prestige. So that's 2. Yeah, they had the easiest of the base faction things you had to do. You
Mhm.
literally just had to be there.
Yeah. Well,
And
to take detailed account of the map, so I made sure to visit every chamber and all that stuff. So yep, I hear you.
so planting the false missive would normally have gained you 1 prestige point, but you're not supposed to let other Pathfinders see you.
Mhm.
But since they left it there, you still get the point.
Hell yeah.
You did also not take any rubbings of the Tal'Dorei military victory.
Oh, I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine, but you still get the 1 point.
Yep. To be fair, Zudor smoked a lot of snurb this session. So.
Oh no, that's 100% fine. This is in character for you.
Oh yeah.
And just give me a second to tally up the coinage of what you would get.
I imagine he's gonna level up soon. I'll need to do a new character, so the next guy.
Yeah, everyone will get 1 experience to their tally. If you have 3 points, it'll level you up to the next level. If you're at level 2,
So I'm at. So that would take me to 4. So should I set it
so
back
you
to
had
0?
2. You can just set it down to 1. Basically, once
Okay.
you level up, just reset it back to 0. So you'll be at 1 currently.
Okay.
I just left the count going on Alex.
I mean, you can let the count go too, but it's basically every 3 experience.
All right.
I'm just tallying up the money right now for the. So you each get 350 gold pieces. A +1 full plate is going to be added to each of your item shops, as well as the Ring of Feather Falling. Yeah, if you had critically failed that wave, you would have gotten knocked into the air 10 feet, so that would have come into play then, but. You got lucky.
That's some powerful sea foam.
So I'm just going to add the Ring of Feather Falling to your guys' item sheets. I feel like I don't
Sucks
need
at
to add
these
the
full-time
+1 full
adventurers
plate
have
because
such
it
an
has
easy
the
time
armors.
finding this stuff.
I will say, go ahead and add each of you go ahead and add an extra 200 gold because that full plate would have sold for quite a bit, and it's already on your sheets anyway.
Yep.
All right.
I won't tell you no to that.
I'm just adding this. I'm doing the item shop stuff now because if I don't do it now, I will forget.
Right.
Yep. So make sure you're. I have to go back and check before we play again because I know depending on how much points you have personally, you can your item shop upgrades. But I don't have that document in front of me right now. So, but it's not really pertinent right now.
So how much prestige to get to level 3?
Well,
What's
you get
that
experience to
experience?
level up. You don't. The prestige just goes to your item shop.
So it's just 1 experience per mission?
Yes.
All right, then I have 3 experience.
So now you are then level 3 then.
Ooh.
What level would new characters be?
2.
2? All right. Good to know.
Once we get to the point where pretty much all the characters are out of tier 1, I might bump it up. But for now, I was just keeping it 2 because these are just like small ones we want to complete within a session anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I think the level cap's up not that far up anyway.
Yeah, these are kind of supposed to be one and done sessions for people to pick up game.
Yep. Now I'm just googling the level cap real quick.
It's very strange that they want to like put you against each other with these faction objectives, but I know for a fact they don't allow PvP at Pathfinder Society games.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
probably
just
why they don't overlap as much.
yeah.
So yeah, society goes up to level 10 at most. So
I have
that's pretty much where it's
noticed.
gonna cap.
Because I have a couple Pathfinder Second Edition Pathfinder societies, and I have noticed in those later ones they just do not even mention a faction mechanic at all.
Oh yeah, they got rid of that pretty early. I'm literally just having this in here for now because I want us to have like the experience of playing season 0 Society because this is still the one that was in 3.5. There's so many seasons of Society.
Oh yeah, tons.
But it's nice to have on days like this. The only reason we didn't do it last week is because I, forgot to do the paperwork.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and I was sick, so I didn't really brush up on the DCC module. So
I was